Well, hello everyone, welcome on into the stream. Hello Ollie, hello Ranch. Hope you're all doing well. Hello Diesel. Hope you're all doing well today. Welcome on in. We're a bit early today. We're early today. Usually I'm not even out of bed at this time. But I decided, let's be productive. Let's get out of bed. Let's do that. Drink water, nerd. Thank you, Kev. Welcome on in. Starting off the drinking some water. And since it's the weekend, I don't take my Adderall on the weekend, so I might be a bit crazier today. So we'll see how this goes. Welcome in everyone. Today we are doing Kaveh's Hangout event. We are doing the Hangout event of our favorite broke boy, Kaveh. We love him. And we love the shirt gap. We love the shirt gap. Got my Ascension domain done. Hell yeah. Proud of you, Ollie. Let's go. Leveling it up there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Very proud of you then. Get that world level up. Alright. Kaveh Hangout's my personal favorite. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. We're gonna go meet our boy. Dude, this morning, I knew I was doing this today. So, like, remember the Kaveh song from Hoyo Fair? Writing on the wall. That's been stuck in my head all day. It's been stuck in my head all day. There he is. I see him. I see him. Hello, Kaveh. Tomo and Kaveh are my top two. Fair enough. I'm excited for Kaveh's.
You showed me before, but I'd still like to make some changes.
Okay, so we have Badawi here. Hello, Badawi.
Come on, not again. Isn't this the sixth proposal I've shown you?
Let's go. Yes, Ranch. Let's go.
It's a bit hard to put into words, but the design still doesn't look quite right to me.
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation.
Someone's trying to join me. I'm doing hangout events.
Right to you.
For starters, don't you think this roof is jutting out a bit too far from the top? It looks almost like the head of a fungus.
Head of a fungus is
And
fine.
this door, too.
What I like about Kaveh Hangout is we get to know him from a microscopic level. That's good. Get to know Kaveh more. I like when they dive deeper into the characters. That's what I really love about the Hangout events. We get to know the characters more, you know? Which is why I hope there's more.
The roof and the door are the most fundamental parts of a building. If we were to change them, then what would be left of the design? Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone. Anyone with the slightest inkling of architectural knowledge would know to leave them alone.
Oh, I understand the principles of what you are saying, of course, but the truth remains that I'm still a bit unhappy with the design.
I love Kaveh.
Is there anything else that you can do? Oh, actually, I just got an idea. Can we get rid of all the extraneous sections on the roof, so the whole design will just be one vertical structure, similar to that of a tree
Many
trunk?
loud cars on my street.
What?
Don't architects often say that symmetry makes everything more balanced and pleasing to the eye? This way, the proportions will be.
Okay, but you're talking to a
completely
Genshin
balanced.
character. Nothing about a Genshin character is symmetrical.
I really don't
Come
know
on.
how you managed to come up with such a ridiculous idea. Wait,
The asymmetry is what makes them beautiful.
someone hired you specifically to commission me and put me through the ringer? Come to think of it, though, I really don't think I've gotten on anyone's bad side recently. Anyway, that's it. I will not be working on this commission anymore. Goodbye. Maybe you can find yourself some other genius who'll be able to satisfy your demands.
There he goes.
Hey, young man, please wait. Oh.
He's going to the tavern. Gonna meet Al Hatham. Let's go look for Kaveh. Kaveh. Why did I say Kaveh? Kaveh at the cafe. That was a bad one. Alright, let's go meet him. Oh, the poor baby. Why does everyone in Genshin need hugs? I will give them hugs, but why do they all need them?
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever.
You alright?
Oh, hey. I wasn't expecting to run into you here.
Hi, Kaveh.
Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Don't listen to anyone who says that drinking is an elegant pastime. It's no good for your health.
Saw you arguing with someone just now.
So you saw that, did you? Ugh, I thought I was in the clear. I made sure to double check that nobody I knew was around.
I'm sneaky.
Anyway,
I'm a
thanks
sneaky
for
boy,
looking
like
out
a
for me.
rabbit.
Honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal.
I'm a rabbit.
I'm used
Hello,
to it
gang.
by now.
Welcome to
Stress is
Rabbit14's
just an
stream.
inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine, same as last time. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
I'll have a glass of juice.
Wine in a glass of juice, coming right up.
Thanks, Lambod. Oh, jeez, don't chug wine.
I know you're already keeping a secret from me, but if you
Wine
could
is supposed to be
act
drinking
as
slowly, you
well,
don't chug it.
I'd really appreciate it. Arguing with a client is
Oh,
not
Kaveh, I
good
have
for
your
me.
vision. It's right over there.
If word gets out,
Sumeru Dendra vision. I have
clients
it.
might
It's
be
on my
afraid to work
shelf.
with me. That guy, though, what was he even going on about? All those ridiculous demands of his? He's just a blabbering fool trying to act like a know-it-all. Another glass, please, boss. I'm not leaving today till someone has to carry me out.
Kaveh, weren't you the one who just said that drinking's not a good habit, it's not healthy for you? And then he's like, I want to drink until I can't walk.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction
Kaveh.
requirements or architectural style. If this was in the
Oh
past,
boy.
I'd never have gone through 6 whole drafts trying to accommodate the client's preferences. But perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I've worked on so many projects since graduation, and none of them have been approved at the first pass.
Oh.
I would spend a lot of time altering my designs, and by the time the clients were finally satisfied, all my passion and enthusiasm would be gone. It feels like I'm straying further and further from my artistic vision with every change I have to make. I suppose, though, that just sticking to your guns and completely disregarding other people's feedback would also not be a good thing.
Yeah.
All of this
Good-
makes
you
for
need a good
weird
balance.
paradox, one that particularly crops up in my work, too. In the
It,
end,
yeah, what you were saying, like, it does
is
pop
the
up right
true
away. We're getting to
meaning
know
of
him
art.
right away and what he
Should I
thinks.
see it as a divine gift of inspiration from the gods, or an expression of the light of my own wisdom?
Here's your drink. How are you already spouting nonsense after just one glass?
Oh,
Your
God.
tolerance is usually much better than that.
Boss, what do you think is the meaning of art?
The meaning of art
Gets deeper and even
Really,
more
my friend,
personal? Hell yeah.
Sumeru
I'm excited.
understands
scared.
art better than you. Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do know that I'm interested in business, and some patrons are waiting to be served. So you'll have to excuse me for now. Just holler if you need anything.
What do you think, traveler?
Art is something that resonates with the masses, something that embodies the creator's efforts and dedication. I like that one.
So our thoughts on the meaning of art are rather similar.
Yeah, like my
In
art
Sumeru,
is
and
this
especially
3D printed
Sumeru
octopus I made
past,
yesterday.
the arts
Look at
are
him.
not a
Little
popular
3D printed
discussion
octopus. I
topic.
love him.
Trying
Look
to
how
talk
cute he
about
is.
the arts is basically the
I
key
love him.
to killing any conversation.
He's sitting over here. He's chilling.
It's too bad that I'm not in my best form today. Otherwise, we could have talked about this for a little longer.
Yeah, I finally bought the 3D printer filament. I got the 3D printer for Christmas, was 2 months ago. I finally was able to get the filament and everything. So, the first thing I made was a little octopus, and the second thing I made was also an octopus because my little brother wanted one. So, I've made 2 things, and they're both octopi. Yeah. I've downloaded some models though, including the Animo, Geo, and Electronoses, and a Mist Splitter. There was someone had made a 3D model of like the pieces of the Mist Splitter that you'd print and then put together. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna have a Mist Splitter. Let's do something else and clear your mind.
Sounds great to me.
I have a 3D printer, but it's been at least a year since I've last done it. That's fair, yeah.
But what should we
I
do?
want to do so much with it. I bought a lot of filament. I bought 4 rolls of filament.
Pass out here.
I got a total of $100 worth of Amazon gift cards for Christmas, so I spent it on the filament, the paint to paint above it, and then primer to make it easier to paint. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of projects.
Huh? Where did that come from?
I love
I
this little
mean,
guy.
It's not like it's some kind of secret. You probably already know some bits and pieces of my past. My mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawings.
Aw.
And when I was young, I used to sit next to her and watch her bring all kinds of buildings to life on paper. You could say my interest in architecture just naturally grew with time.
Yeah, it's fair if you grew up in that environment. It makes sense.
Perhaps. In fact, I have also seen my mother argue with her clients, but she would always quickly find the motivation to return to her work. Unfortunately, I've barely had any contact with her since
She moved to
remarried
Fontaine,
and
didn't
moved
she?
abroad. Even if I wanted to ask her about her ability to stay
Have we seen her
positive
yet
after an argument,
in
it
Fontaine?
would seem rude to barge into her life.
What's her
again over
mother's name?
something
His
as
mother's
trivial
name?
as that. I did remember something else, though. When my mother left, she only carried some small personal luggage with her. She left most of the belongings in the house to me.
Yeah,
At the
no.
time, she even told me that it would be great if I could learn a few lessons from her life experiences, so my life and career
Yeah,
would
just
flow
mentioned it.
more smoothly. I hadn't quite come to grips with my emotions, and didn't really have it in me to go through any sentimental items. So I just packed anything with memories.
Maybe
away
in
the box
4.6 we'll
and
finally
haven't
meet her.
looked at it since.
Yeah, she may show up in the
Been a really
4.6 area.
long
Maybe she
time.
lives in Petrichor.
Now that so
Who
many years
knows?
have passed, maybe I have finally developed the maturity I need to face those memories without losing my mind. Yeah, I should dig it out and take a
Think I can
look.
come with you?
Huh? Ah, sorry, I've had too much to drink and.
Yeah, I
wasn't
can't wait to
thinking
finally go to
clearly.
Petrichor. It's like one of the
You're
first things
right.
about Fontaine we
I
heard
should
about, and
use
one of the
my
last things about
expertise
Fontaine that we're getting. Jeez, this
Uh,
chair is getting so squeaky. I really need a WD-40 it.
I can call you a friend now, right?
Yeah, we're friends,
Either
Kaveh.
way, thanks for reminding me that I can invite you to come along. Had I just gone back by myself, it would have looked like I'm deliberately trying to keep things from you.
Yeah.
Ugh, thinking too hard about the words is giving me a headache, so I'll just give it to you straight. Thanks to your advice, I have decided to put my current projects on pause for now, and spend some time trying to rekindle the passion for my craft.
Let's go,
If
Kaveh.
you want to stick around and see how this will turn out, you'll be sure to encounter some bits and pieces of my past. Do you think you'd find that too boring?
I'm a lore YouTuber. What do you think? I'd find it intriguing. Come on, Kaveh, let's go.
All right, then let's head back together. I mean, you already know where I live.
Yes, I do. I've been to your house.
Who knew that the day would come when I too would have some friends over? Let me see. I should have tidied up the place before I left the house this morning. Hatham shouldn't be home now either. He's usually in the records room at this time of the day. Anyway, there's no more time for drinks.
Here we go. Time to dig in. Hell yes. Hell yes. We are going to meet Kaveh at his house. Meet Kaveh at his house. Let's go. Go home with Kaveh. Ooh, okay. Don't have to tell me twice. Here we go. It still says enter all Hatham, so I love that.
Hatham isn't in, so feel free to sit wherever. I'll bring out the box.
Le box. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. The box is pretty dusty, which means it's already been a while since I've moved into this place.
Yeah.
And many years since my mother moved to Fontaine. I'm happy for her. I hope she'll be able to find happiness there. She raised me all by herself after my father passed away.
Oh.
It definitely wasn't easy for her. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things?
Aw. That's of the building in Port Ormos.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah.
This is a drawing I made in Port Ormos.
That really just brought me
Obviously, I
back to that
wouldn't call it
cutscene
anything
where
special
Hatham
now,
fights the
but I
Ermites
was
there.
less than
Oh
5
my
years old
gosh.
when I made this drawing. That's more than 20 years ago. You could say it's
Aw.
pretty good for a child of that age. Now that I've said that out loud, I suppose I do have some level of artistic talent, right?
You don't sound as confident as you used to be.
Criticism and self-doubt have always been a part of the artistic process. Without criticism, there can be no improvement. It's normal for me to question my abilities from time to time. I admit that I may have spent a little too long questioning myself this time around.
Yeah, Kaveh, you're
But
amazing.
as
Come
you
on.
know, the heart tends
You're
to
amazing.
dwell on whatever it pleases.
Why does everyone need hugs? I will hug them
Anyway,
all.
never mind.
I will give them all
The more
hugs.
I talk about it, the less confident I feel. Let's see what else we have in the box. Ah, my building blocks. It's been years since I've last seen these.
I love building
When I was
blocks.
a kid, I used to stack them super high. You could even
I have Lego.
stabilize
I
the
love
tower
Legos
to
too. I
keep
have a
it from
bunch of
tumbling
Legos in here
over.
on my shelves.
Oh, and this blueprint. I made it by copying my mother's.
So what this quest tells us is that Kaveh is 25 at the very least, if not more. Yeah,
It's still
he's a young
technically
boy.
the first
He's still older
blueprint
than
I
me,
made
but he's a
myself,
young
though.
boy.
I was super proud of
And he's
myself when I
broke.
finished it, and put it in the same pile as my mother's sketches, hoping she'd notice and compliment me for
And
my
is
good
he
work.
older than I'll hate them or something?
Unfortunately, my mother didn't realize that I had
Pretty
quit it,
sure.
though.
Pretty sure that was said
When she
somewhere.
had a meeting with a client the next day, she handed my blueprint to him by mistake. The client was completely confused by this new blueprint, but apparently he felt too tongue-tied to question such a famous architect. It was only a few days later that he finally gathered up the courage to pay my mother a visit. He asked, "The door in this blueprint is
Grew up with
even
Lego. I have
taller
lots
than
of
the
sets and
roof.
minifigures in my collection. I
Is
still
this
build them.
supposed to be part
Build
of the
stuff to this day.
design?"
Hell yes. I love Legos.
My mother took me with her to personally apologize to the client
I
several
still have some
times.
sets back there from Christmas
She
I need to
didn't
build.
scold me about it in private, though. Instead,
Kaveh's the
she went
oldest of the
over
aggregate
all
boys.
the
He
steps
really, he's the
required to draw
oldest.
up the
Wow.
blueprint, and was very patient throughout the whole
Jeez.
process.
I didn't even
I
realize he
still
was the
remember it like
oldest.
it was
I knew he was
yesterday.
older than I'll hate them, but wow.
Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box?
Book.
What
With a
was
lock,
this?
yeah.
Ah, this is my mother's notebook.
Yeah, it is great. I do love
She used
Legos.
to write and sketch in it all the time.
What's his mom's?
When I was
Okay.
a child, I used to be super fascinated by this notebook, and always pestered my mother to let me read it. After asking her a few times, she told me that I could read it as long as I could guess the password. Huh. Wonder why she didn't take this notebook with her. Did she leave it to me on purpose?
Yeah, I guess so.
If only I could. I never managed to guess the password.
Looked like a 5 password
Hey,
lock.
it's not a matter of time, it's a matter of inspiration. That's what we need to guess the password.
You,
Who
you're the
knows?
password. That's my
Maybe
bet.
This time something will click in my head, and the answer will just present itself. Let me think. What could it be?
Your name.
I could tell what you were thinking. Don't worry, I tried all the easy guesses a long time ago. I've tried my name, my father's name, my mother's name, my grandparents' names on both sides, and all of our birthdays. I've tried every name and number remotely related to my family. I've even tried stuff like "Love you, Kaveh," "Take care," and "Yours truly." I've tried every cheesy phrase and well-wish in the book, but this lock has refused to budge. I wouldn't
Aw.
try that route again. I have a hunch that it won't be that simple. Also, if she really did use something like that, she'd never hear the end of it from the folks over at Haravatat if they ever found out.
Yeah. We can try asking some of our older acquaintances.
So we could find someone who was close to my mother and see if they might know anything?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but who should we talk to for that? My mother was never really the one to be social. My father was the one with more friends, but all those connections were severed when he died.
Yeah.
Let me think. Is there still someone at the academia who would know my mother? Ah, actually, there is someone. Professor Zaha Hadi.
Who's that?
Huh. You've never really heard of her? She's a famous Kasharwar scholar and leading expert in formal garden design. My mother studied under her as a student many years ago.
Interesting.
Professor Zaha Hadi published many works during her career, so I was able to learn a lot by studying her essays. If there's anyone who still remembers my mom, it'd be her.
Okay.
She's older now and is no longer teaching at the academia. But if I remember correctly, she spends most of her time around the Bimarstan area.
Alright.
Let's go take a look. We might run into her if we're lucky.
Let's go find her then. Let's go find her. Go all the way over here. Like Martzan. Kaveh was the only one of the only hangout quests I don't skip dialogue and enjoy the entire thing through. It's just that good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yo, it's
What am I
Tainari.
supposed to do
Hi,
now?
Tainari.
Forget it. I'll just head back.
Tainari, what are you doing here?
The other ones are just for primos. Fair enough.
Good to finally see you again. I came into the city to buy some experiment reagents, hoping to bring them back with me to Gandharvaville. But as soon as I got here, I noticed someone banging on Cyrus's door. You've all heard of Cyrus, right?
Yeah.
He's an ex-sage and Cyno's adoptive father. I was thinking about going over to ask what's happening. That granny over there may appear old and frail, but her vocal cords certainly sound loud and healthy as ever.
Oh gosh.
Granny?
Yeah, she's just over there. You can go check out the situation yourselves in a moment. Kaveh, were you at the tavern?
He knows.
I had a quick drink or two. Can you still smell the alcohol?
Drinking in broad daylight. Really? You want to pass out by the road and get run over by
I love his
something
sassiness
like
so
some
much.
mindless fungus, huh? And you, traveler? You didn't try to stop him? You look like a wreck, Kaveh. What happened? Are you feeling down again? You know what? I'm hosting a meal at Pardistii tomorrow evening. Do you want to come?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, Kaveh. You should go.
Oh, I had no idea. Let me think for a moment. I'll come if I can find some time.
All right. Then I'll plan on reserving 2 seats for you.
Hell yeah.
I'll be heading back to Gandharvaville for now. I have a feeling that argument over there is going to continue for quite some time. It might be best if we don't get involved.
A granny who lives nearby. Let's go take a look.
What if it's the professor? It's gonna be the professor, isn't it? Yep, it's the professor.
Ha! So, plan on keeping yourself locked in there, huh? Fine by me. If you're not going to come out, then I'm not going to leave. My tomato was growing so well, it had all the potential to become the best tomato this year, and you cut it straight from the vine.
I already told you I had nothing to do with it. Why would I take a tomato that's still weeks from ripening? You'd have to be awfully green as an investigator to think it was me. You see, the word green here can refer to both the color of the tomato and the fact that your skills...
Now I see where Cyno got his
Enough
jokes.
nonsense. Just come out and face me, you coward.
You're out of your mind. If I've actually done something wrong, then get a mantra and pull me out by force, why don't ya?
Oh, why you?
Yeah, don't tell me this is...
Professor Zahahadi?
And who are you? Oh,
Cyrus, come out, we won't jump you, we just want to talk. Yeah, definitely won't jump him.
how
She
long
might.
has it been?
We won't.
Come on, get over here and let the professor take a good look at you. Not bad, not bad. You've grown taller again.
Professor, what's going on here?
Yeah, what is happening?
It's no big deal, really. A few of us old scholars got bored in our retirement.
Yo, RSA Paper Art, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well.
At the end,
Welcome,
one of
welcome on
the
in.
will have to go up on stage and do a performance for
We're doing
them.
Kaveh's Hangout event right
Which
now.
brings us to our
Been a lot of
current
fun so far,
predicament.
learning more about our boy.
My tomato was sure to win until a certain someone decided they couldn't bear to lose.
Hey, don't try to defame me in front of the kids. If we're airing out each other's dirty laundry now, then why don't we talk about you sneaking into Janat's garden the other night?
Ahem. Lucky for you, seeing these youngsters come to pay their respects today has put me.
Yo,
in a
lately you're
better
having
mood.
tomato wars in
I'll let
Sumeru,
you
apparently.
cook for now. Come on, let's go. We'll take our conversation elsewhere. He doesn't need to be a part of it.
Yes, of course.
Well, that's been interesting. I always thought your username was Slice14. Fair enough. I'm Silicon, like the element. It's the 14th element, so then I did
Still
1-4,
doing
like
well?
14, because it's the 14th element.
As far as I know.
So,
She left for
I'm so
Fontaine
good at
some time
making
ago,
names.
Started a new life for herself. She's still doing work related to architecture, though.
very
Ah,
creative with
yes.
names.
I did
Yo,
hear
Echo,
about
welcome
that.
on in. Yes, we're doing Kaveh's
Does that
today.
upset you at all?
Our broke boy.
Oh, not at all. She's already sacrificed a lot raising me as a single mother.
That's good to hear. Your mother did struggle quite a bit those few years. It's probably a good thing that she found a new place to call home.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if things were harder for her because she was so beautiful. People were always drawn to her beauty first, only to realize she had a sensitive and vulnerable heart underneath.
Oh.
She was still quite young when she first joined my class as a student. Beautiful and radiant with her golden hair, yet quiet and single-minded. She seemed like a lass from some aristocratic house who was seeing the outside world for the
Let me
first
give him
time.
some more. Yes.
She had to make
I
a
have
lot of
millions more,
drastic
Kaveh. I will give you
changes in her
some.
life to
I will
raise
give you
on her
some.
own. Even during her time in the academia, she was a thorough perfectionist. If she was unsatisfied with something she had made, she'd insist on redoing it, even if I was perfectly happy with it. She had many admirers, and they'd always fill up the first few rows of seats, hoping they could get closer to her sitting in the first
Oh
row.
my gosh.
If it were any of my other classes, you'd have found nobody sitting in the front. But every time I saw her, she was always in that same rigid pose. She'd have one hand on her forehead with the other clutching her
Like mother,
pencil.
like son, always just
Her
focused on the
eyebrows
work,
would be knitted in a
making it
frown.
perfect.
She concentrated on the blueprint in front of her.
I'm sure she had many difficult moments in her life. How did she cope with the stress?
I'm not too sure. She never talked about such things with me. She rarely opened up to other people, you know. I do remember one time, though, when she got into a heated argument with a friend. She said something I found very memorable. She said, "True art cannot be understood, but as an artist, I wish some people could understand its meaning and value." If you ask me, that's probably the greatest source of
Yeah.
pain for geniuses of their craft. It's extremely hard for them to find someone who can truly understand their ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could be...
Understanding?
I tried both just now. Seems those aren't it either.
What are you trying to do?
My mother left her notebook to me, but it has a password and I haven't figured out what it is yet. I'm trying to learn more about her so I'd have a better chance at cracking the code. Thank you for all that you told us.
It's the least I can do. Talking to youngsters like yourself makes me feel younger too. Honestly, looking at you now, I can see how much you resemble her. It's almost as
Aw.
if she's standing right in front of me again.
Kaveh is
Your
baby girl after all.
personalities are quite alike too. You're both stubborn and both a little awkward. Of course, I'm sure the similarities are mostly superficial. But so long as you continue to harbor those traits, you'll find a lot of difficulties in your work.
Yeah.
I've taught a lot of students over my career, and in my experience, very few genius architects of Ksharawar ever found happiness for themselves.
Oh.
They would know exactly what they want to express and fight for it tooth and nail, which inevitably led to arguments with their clients. Some clients would choose to respect the architect's vision or just let the argument go because of the architect's reputation, but those are the rare ones.
Yeah.
When Faranak first graduated, she was getting into arguments with her clients nearly every single day. I think it only got
Arguing
a
with
little
everyone.
better when she met your father.
I see. But wasn't my father from Rotawahist? Could he understand the designs my mother made?
No, I think they were probably beyond him, too. But despite that, he still stayed next to her,
Aw.
listening to her joys and sharing in her sorrows. Faranek had many admirers, but she ended up choosing your father. His support probably played a part in that decision.
Aw.
So
Love?
instead
Oh,
of
disgusting. No
understanding,
way.
perhaps all we need is just companionship. Huh. It worked.
Oh,
Oh, was that the right password?
it worked. We got it.
Yes!
Then you should be on your way, child. Find a
We opened the
quiet
book.
place and see what she wanted to say to you. Being the awkward person that she is, I suppose there were many things that Faranek could never say out loud. Instead, she probably left them in her diary, hoping that they would make their way to you one day.
Yeah.
If you're ever in a mood to chat again, just come and find me here. You're always welcome to discuss architecture topics with me as well.
Thank you so much, Professor.
There's no need to be so formal. I'll let you kids go. It's time for me to take another stroll around the vegetable garden.
Returning to the tomato
I wonder
wars.
what my mother could have written about.
Let's go find out.
They all say Zaha Hadid's class is the toughest, but I think it's actually not too bad. On the other hand, though, structural mechanics is definitely a pain, no matter how you try to approach it. I doubled down and managed to get through it in the end. I met someone special. At first, I didn't think much of him.
Aw.
But now, I feel very happy
It's
whenever
more
I get
love
to spend
time.
with him. We decided to name our son Kaveh.
Kaveh.
I don't think a younger me would have ever imagined forming such an intimate bond with another person. Back then,
Do I
I
recognize
lived
this voice
only in the
actress?
shadow of
Let me turn up my
myself,
volume real quick.
as well as that of the dream in my heart. The bad news came. And even though it's been several days now, I still can't bring myself to come to terms with what happened. My
I feel like I
eyes
kinda
are so
do. Who is
swollen
it?
It's hard to see. What if they're all lying to me? And this is just a long, cruel dream. But I have to face reality. I still have someone to take care of. No matter what happens, I'll do my best to
If I'm not
raise my
mistaken,
son
she
well.
voices Bronny in Silverwolf. Oh, really?
Huh? Is this a drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother.
Aww. Look at that. Look at that. It's the previous Aggravate group. Look, there's it's like Tainari's father, Kaveh's father, Alhaitham's father, and Zaino's father. What if that's them? Oh my god. That'd be so cool. Oh, that'd be so cool. Is it the same voice actor? Or... No, it's a different voice actor. It just sounds similar. Okay. Fair enough. Dad kinda hot, it's true. Also kinda dead. Sorry. Yeah, this like fits all of them. Like, I wonder if this is all their dads. That'd be so cool.
This blonde man was probably my father. But who are the other people in the picture?
They're literally all like their sons. I love it.
A few of them look somewhat familiar.
They do seem familiar.
From the dates in the notebook, she probably drew this more than 30 years ago. I had
It's always the blonde dad too, yeah.
Maybe we were thinking too much. Oh, there are a few lines written in the diary about this as well.
The one who invited us to the gathering is a talkative woman. Including us, 3 couples showed up. There was also a person who came alone. The talkative woman introduced everyone to each other. She spoke really quickly, so I couldn't quite catch everything she said. But I also didn't feel like asking her to repeat herself. My husband seems to be friends with the man with long ears. I couldn't really join their conversation, so I've resigned myself to sitting in a corner and drawing in my notebook. I don't think I'd be able to become friends with any
Silverwolf
of
and
these
Bronny have
people.
different VAs. Melissa Fauna and Madeline Ryder. Oh, interesting. Okay.
That man is certainly very handsome, but he would constantly alternate between disjointed and serious ways of talking. His wife is a bit more bearable. We were not acquainted with each other to begin with, and I doubt we'll see each other again after this gathering. The ambiance of this gathering is surprisingly pleasant, however. Talking to people can allow us to find some peace after a long day. Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future.
It is.
hope
It's
you'll
the.
be able
It
to
has
make
to be the
many
previous
friends.
Aggravate, and he does participate in the gatherings with the current generation of
My mother
Aggravate.
used to attend that kind of thing. It seems she was only good at talking about her own work and found it difficult to join into other conversations.
That's actually really
As a
really
result,
wholesome. I love
she
that.
often kept to herself and would be off to the side drawing. There's more written on the back. Oh, it seems like it was written to me.
Kaveh, I was both overjoyed and distressed when I learned of your decision to continue your studies in Kasharawar. You are very talented, and I am confident that you will become an architect of much acclaim. However, the more talented you are as an artist, the more misery and anguish you may encounter.
Yeah.
No one will be able to help you during your journey as an artist. But outside of your life as a creator, you can learn to form connections with other people and enjoy many other things in life. It's the only way to alleviate your suffering.
Oh.
Whenever you feel down, seek out a friend to sit and have a chat. You can accumulate joy and fulfillment by spending time with them. The positive feelings you gain will get you through the long and difficult years. Never forget that companionship is the most important thing of all.
Oh.
So that's the answer she prepared for me. She really thought long and hard about me and my future.
Yeah.
Well, now that I've read her words, do you think I should accept Tainari's invite and attend that dinner at Pardis Di?
Wait, you're actually considering not going?
The thought definitely crossed my mind.
Kaveh.
Although it'd
Gotta
be
hang out
nice
with
to get
people.
together with friends and chat the night away, I don't want to bring down other people's moods because I'm sad.
Gotta hang out with people.
Besides, don't most people hate the feeling of seeing their friends troubled and being unable to help?
Well, just hang with
And
your
what's
friends can
worse,
help.
Nearly all of my problems can't be easily resolved with some encouraging words or gesture.
Better than a certain
And
mom
don't
cough
forget,
with
I'm
slur cough
older
riding.
than all of them.
Yeah, the Archons aren't really good
Senior,
parents, are they?
I should appear to be a bit more
I mean, Zhongli and
responsible.
Venti are pretty good to Zhao, both of them to Zhao, but Raiden and Fossil really aren't.
You're not wrong, but I keep feeling like I haven't really helped them much in return.
It's always fun to have you around, Kaveh.
Wait, do you mean it? You're not making fun
No,
of
I'm
me,
serious,
are you?
Kaveh. You're awesome.
I've gotten so used to sarcasm that I can't tell what's genuinely a compliment anymore.
Oh,
Wait,
poor
by
baby.
fun, did you mean... You know what? I'm not going to overthink it. I'll see you tomorrow at Pardis Di.
Let's go. Wait until after 6 the following day. 16 the following day. Alright, so I need to go whoop, and then whoop. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, yeah. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting, yeah. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that we're halfway between the release of Fontaine and Natlin. That's crazy to me. Natlin's in 6 months. That is actually crazy. Someone sent me a friend request. Accept the friend request. Like, it's crazy. It's almost here. Well, I say almost. 6 months. It's half a year. You know, the rest of the year will zoom by, knock on wood. Natlin's gonna be hot. It is gonna be hot. Are you doing child story quest, Ollie? I hope you have fun with that. You get to see the origin of the zoomed-in child face. That meme. I was rewatching it and I was like, oh my god, that's where it comes from. Yo, Sainari and Sino!
Oh, Hatham also got my invite, right?
I like to think the Traveler and Paimon just stand, float there, and moving the entire time skip. That'd be so funny. People are just walking by and they're just like...
I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you.
Are you sure? Alright then. I guess we won't wait for
the
him.
entire time.
Yeah, let's go.
Less than 40k XP from Area 60? Hell yes! Almost there, Kev. You got this. You got this. I remember the feeling when I got to AR 60. I was like,
Oh, sure.
Remora.
You still haven't told me, what's the occasion for getting us together here at Pardis Di?
We're celebrating the end of the first phase of college
Hey.
studies. I wanted to thank you all for the help you've given her along the way.
Let's go, Kale.
Where's Kale?
She said she wanted to show everyone a bit of what she's learned, so she's still doing some last-minute prep at home.
Aww.
She'll be here shortly. Anyway, let's get started. To tell you the truth, I'm actually not so confident that the second phase will go as well as the first. The curriculum will become a lot more involved, and I'm worried that she won't be able to get through all of it. I was hoping we could brainstorm about it together before.
Well,
she
Kale's a
gets here.
smart cookie. She can do it.
I knew this wouldn't be just a simple free dinner. Is that why you also invited all Hatham?
Well, we gotta get the boys
Yes,
together.
I thought it would be good if we could all put our heads together about
Gotta get the aggravate boys
Anyway,
together.
Let's take
You know?
a quick trip down memory lane.
Sorry, that
What did
one's
you guys do
strand of
when
hair
you
that
ran
was
into
sticking
a
out was
problem
annoying
you
me. There we
didn't know
go.
how to solve, or got assigned a project that you knew you weren't going to finish on time?
Never happened to me.
Of course I know.
I'd just pull another all-nighter.
Oh, Kaveh.
You two are hopeless. Does anyone have a more useful answer to the question?
Oh my god, I love Tainari's sass so much. You two are hopeless.
Ooh, that's a good point. Confidence is the most important thing. Once you lose your sense of confidence, it'll become all but impossible to find the motivation to study.
That is good advice.
This could be a potential direction.
Me every time I
I've
doubt
already
myself, yeah.
redesigned the literacy
Mood.
curriculum, and I was
So
originally
sad none of the
hoping to
boys
ask
synergize.
all
I
of them for his
know. I
opinion.
really wish they did.
But
I really,
It's
really
very
wish they
simple.
did.
Instead
I'll
of
hate
focusing
them.
on the amount of material you would like to teach,
He's
focus on
here.
the amount the student would be able to remember.
Wow, you actually showed up. I could probably count the number of times you've actually come to gatherings like this on just one hand.
And now Kaveh's being
Still,
sassy. I love them
the
all.
number of times you've managed to get a proposal approved on the first try.
Okay.
As long as you're
The
still
boyfriends are
awake.
arguing. I love it.
So, what made the difference this time? Are you looking to drink your sorrows away with some friends?
That's your purpose for being here, not mine. Don't project your ways of thinking onto me.
So
We'll
you're
love a
saying
Sumera
the
Aggregate
only
Boys team. I
reason you
know.
came
It would be
is to
so
help
good.
Tighnari with his
It would be
brainstorming?
so good.
Precisely. Kale
But
will
there's
have a
literally no
long
synergy
road in
between
front
them,
of
which
him.
sucks.
Hey, just to get one thing clear. Even if Kale manages to make her way to the academia, we cannot let her enroll in her avatat. Kasharawar is obviously the best choice for her. She's been a trainee forest ranger for so long, she'll
Yo,
definitely
Mr.
be
Machu, I love that name. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Machu, that's fun to say.
Better choice.
Welcome, welcome. We're doing Kaveh's Hangout event, and the boys are all together. The boys are all together.
What about Amorta? That's the Darshan her master actually graduated from.
Hi, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
Darshan's left. We might as well select all of them on her enrollment application.
You? I'm trying to have a serious discussion here.
Why Aggregate Boys shouldn't it be
Trevor,
Spread
you
Boys?
aren't
I think
associated
this
with any of the
the
six
Aggregate Boys
Darshans.
was given
In your
nickname given
opinion,
because like
which Darshan would
he
be
changed
best
the
choice for
A at the
Kale?
beginning of Aggravate to a 4, like 4 Gravate. But I just call them Aggravate Boys. So I don't know.
Well said.
5 wishes away from Zhao. Hell yeah!
And
Wish
my
you luck in
goal
getting him.
inviting you here was to
Wish
gather
you
some
luck.
thoughts on the
Get the
execution of
boy.
second phase.
Phase 2 far exceeds Phase 1 in both curriculum complexity and the speed of instruction. I hope Kale is
It's
prepared
guaranteed.
for
Hell
what's
yes!
coming.
Let's go.
Hey,
Get
what
the
are you
boy.
thinking
Get the
now?
boy.
Please don't tell me you're planning on lending her those abstruse books from your home library.
Spread boys. I mean, I do want them to spread.
Actually, I was thinking about lending her a profession's guide.
Kev. Okay.
I'll make sure to write, "Don't
Okay,
become
Kev.
an
Pop off.
architect" on the front page of
Never
it.
mind. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
You're right. I can't deny that.
Is
They
there
say I'm
another
down
phase
bad.
After phase 2? What's the ultimate goal?
Get
of
cats.
all this?
Welcome on in.
Are we trying to prepare her for a job?
Welcome on in. You just well
we
you
don't
see
need
we're
to
doing
go that
Kaveh's
far.
Hangout event, and
Hold that thought, though.
you know
I think my
he's hot.
vegetables are done.
that's you know that's how I can explain it.
I'm telling you, that client had no idea what he was talking
He's
about.
drunk.
No matter what I
It's really
did,
sad that my first star was
something
5-star was here.
bad
Oh
to
no.
say about it.
I wish you luck in getting all the 5 stars you want in the future, though. Wish you good luck. And then you're 5 wishes away from Zhao, too, so that's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love playing him.
Have you considered finding another client?
Ah, they're all the same. I haven't had a good night's sleep for months now.
Trust me, this chat would be a lot worse if I got better Twitch TV emotes finally working on here. Custom ones.
It's
Because
too
on one of
late
my
now
friends'
to change
streams,
careers. You might as well
they
try to
have
find some joy in the
such
pain.
crazy emotes. I
Besides,
don't even want to mention
you'll be
them.
getting up in the middle of the night to make edits to your own
I don't even
design,
wanna mention
when
them.
the client doesn't request it.
No. That's not true.
Oh, Kaveh.
Cheer up.
Who do you
Kaveh.
simp for in Genshin Impact, and who would you smash, kill, marry? Oh gosh.
We'll save that
Well-
for the end, Sino. You can keep
Who
them
do
to
I
yourself
simp for the
until then.
most? Who do I simp for the most?
I
For a lot of the characters, but I think
whatever. I'm not going to use
Navi
my
has become one of my
brain anymore.
favorites.
Let's
Simp for her the
drink
most
tonight
because she's so
to
pretty.
our heart's
So
content.
marry Navia, smash Raiden, and kill. Who would I kill? Oh, first off, that's awesome. Who would I kill? I don't want to kill anyone. Yeah, I'm right with you there, Kit Kats. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to kill anyone. They're all so cool. If this was Star Rail, I'd say Blade because then you just come back to life. You'd be fine. But I don't want to kill anyone. They're... Well, Senora, she won't notice it again. You're not wrong. There, I'd kill Senora. Architect Blonde, Dad Jokes V2, it's true. Alright, we got the first Kaveh ending. That was cute, all the friendos together. There's a lot of branches early on, okay. So there's a branch here. Get to go home with Kaveh again. Don't mind if I do. Sacrifice someone, you'd sacrifice Chi-Chi? I don't want to sacrifice Chi-Chi. I love Chi-Chi. She needs to be protected. She needs to be protected. I think I have her C6 at this point, actually. Do I have her C6? Of course I do. No, I love Amber. Dia, no, I don't want to sacrifice Dia. Her gameplay might suck, but she's cool. Okay, yeah. What other standard characters? Mona? Oh. Mona C6. Kuching. I only got one Kuching in my total. I need more. I need more. Do Aloy. I feel like that'd be mean. She's the only collaboration character we kill. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't want to kill anyone. What's Jean? C5. She's almost done. What about D-Luke? Where's my boy? C4. Okay. So I have almost... Oh yeah, and Dia and Tainari. That's right. Dia is C1. And Tainari is C1 as well. I don't want to sacrifice anyone. Baijui's dying anyway. No. Oh my goodness. Don't have any standard character C6 yet. D-Luke's the highest and he's C4. Fair enough. I'm not gonna kill anyone. No. Everyone's gonna be fine. Everyone is fine. Everyone's fine. Kill MC? Yeah, he's in the way of my heart. No, I'm kidding. He's in the way of me getting all the characters.
I'm happy for her.
I'm kidding.
Enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box.
Okay, we've seen this part. That's a cute drawing.
Oh, obviously.
Okay, so we gotta find the branch here.
Now that I've said criticism and I admit that I'm... my building... Oh, I was super... Unfortunately...
Please kill Senora. I mean, if she wouldn't notice, she's already dead.
Let's see. Is there anything else left in this box?
Would a dead person notice if they were dead?
What was this? This is my...
Kill a boss. I suppose I could kill a world boss. We'll just go fight Senora again.
I could. Hey, it's not a matter of... Who knows? Maybe this time something will... I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried mine. I've even tried... I wouldn't try that route. Yeah, you're right. Although I was hoping to find some words of wisdom from my mother, if I stop...
Any boss, just any boss, yeah. I still want to do like boss like challenge runs where I just like do random teams. I want to get like a random team generator. I'll put all the bosses in order, all the world bosses in order, and then have a random character generator. So like animal hypostasis, I have to do, I don't know, probably gonna give me like Sucrose or something, and I was like, oh well, I can't use her. That just gives me all the animal catalysts. You have Sucrose, Heiso, Wander, and Jian Yun. Can't do it. Can't do it. Literally wouldn't be able to fight it. Did you 30-60 bis? No, I only 35'd it. The Waynute still eludes me. I want to go back and try it again with a better team. The dang Waynute. He still eludes me. So mine's at 35. I did get to 12-3, but 35. I thought that said the final feast. I was like, why is that quest called the final feast? It's called the first ideal. I was like, why is there Fontaine? Oh, we're going to the House of Dana. Why am I going up here? Tanari good, I think, since his damage is all pretty fast. That is true. He does have pretty good damage. I like using Alhaitham because he does a lot of ender damage as well. I might get back inside. Where am I going? There we go. Buys your Tanari main, fair enough. Kale as well, yeah, that's true. Kale works as well. It's been a while since I've gone in the academia like that. I like that. That was fun. Use all the Archon to kill a boss and try to recreate the Archon War. Yo, when Conria comes out, we gotta just take all the Archons and go down to Conria. Recreate the Archon War legit. Already familiarize myself with the way new pattern? Fair enough.
I remember this one most.
Fair enough.
When
I
my
need to do
studies
that,
got
don't I?
busy, I used to pull all-nighters here trying to finish my blueprints.
This is where we first met you.
Who doesn't miss
You're
that
going
time
now.
at
Thank you for stopping by,
academia?
Mr. Machu. Thank
Life was a
you
lot
for stopping
simpler
by.
then, and we all had
Hope you
far less
enjoyed your
troubles.
stream.
I
Take it
created
easy
many
today.
designs that I thought were beautiful in the House of Dana. I drew whatever came to mind, since I didn't have to care about budget constraints or turning them into reality.
And why'd you like to draw here?
If I had to give a reason, it'd probably be because I like the ambiance here.
I mean, it is pretty nice,
The
isn't it?
Academia also had a rule that allowed scholars to annotate any physical books they came across. As a result, the books here are chock full of scholars' wisdom across many generations.
Interesting. Taking a walk with our boy. This is literally where we first met him. Or where we first saw him. We didn't really meet him. I am looking at his bum. There it is.
Oh, here, this is a great example. This book, History of Ancient Sumeru Architecture, contains some analysis
look
that
like
I
brothers
did many
right here.
years ago. Huh? Why is Alhaitham's handwriting also in here? When did he ever read this book? I guess it's probably
44 Echo, what do you...
that research project
44?
together.
What?
Anyway, he probably never cared to tell you this, but
I
the
know what
House
you're
of
talking
Dana is
about.
where Alhaitham and I first met. I came here to do my homework and saw him sitting by himself next to that row of bookshelves. A group of Haravatat scholars were chatting near him, but he looked as if he was too lazy to join them. There was a
Could never be a
stark
scholar here, yeah, I get
difference
it.
between him and all the rest of them.
Oh, Kave's demo, that's the
My fault
timestamp, isn't it?
for him.
Yeah, that's what I was
shouldn't have
referencing, the
thought
demo
he was in
shot.
trouble and went over to ask if he needed anything, not realizing that
Yeah, the ass shot at 44.
Not
Yeah, okay, now I remember
you
it.
were in fact the one in a whole heap of trouble.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. That was so funny. Oh, speaking of Alhaitham.
why are you here?
The House of Dana is a public space. Anyone can come here, no?
But shouldn't you be at the records room at this hour?
Fun fact, the VA knows about that meme. Oh, I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. I love
You
Ben.
think I would derive amusement from watching you fall into depression over your life's various troubles? If that's the case, then I suppose I must
Oh,
have been
jeez,
thinking to myself
Alhaitham.
for years. I came here to pick up a few files. If your voice hadn't managed to get through my soundproof earpieces, I probably wouldn't have noticed you.
All right. I admit I was probably over.
There's a hidden achievement you can get from reading 3 books in the spot after the scene. Thank you, Diesel. Thank you.
Probably.
I have to remember.
these
Books,
right
books,
here with
books.
us.
I'm not on my meds today. I'm
As
not on my
a
Adderall. Books.
senior, I shouldn't try to
Books,
tarnish
books,
his
books.
reputation.
There was nothing embarrassing or shameful about it. When I was still a student at the academia, I once collaborated with Kaveh on a research project. A collaboration is usually beneficial for all parties, but due to issues with our personalities, we ended up going our separate ways before completing the project. We had a number of differences, and they remain unresolved even today. But there's no point going into that right now.
Fair.
The more important question is, why are
Don't
you
lie,
in the House
Alhaitham.
of
You're
Dana?
stalking him respectfully. Kind of true, yeah.
Ahem. As a senior scholar, isn't it my responsibility to offer my friend a quick tour and explanation of the academia's architecture?
Alhaitham's like, where's my boyfriend at? Where's my boyfriend? Is he doing okay? Welcome back, Machu. Hope you're doing well.
The famed architect sure loves showing off that corner to all his friends. Oh, and Kaveh, a lot of the books you annotated have been moved to the innermost section of that.
Historians will say they were roommates,
You'll
and
have
they
to
were
dig them out yourself
roommates.
if you
Oh
can
my
find
god, they were roommates.
Huh? But why would you know that? Don't tell me you finally had an epiphany.
I didn't answer your
and
question. Which
realized
question
that
was
there's
it?
Great virtue in respecting your elders' work.
Sure. if
Hatham
that
is
will
emotionally
please yourself
constipated. He's
alone.
trying, albeit terrible at stir. Welcome on in, Saji. Hope you're doing well.
Grand Conservator. The last
Welcome,
time I was
welcome.
here, he was complaining that he had received
Who'd you kill? I don't want to kill
encouraged
anyone,
hints.
but if I had to
The
kill
main grievance
someone,
being that the annotations are
if I
too
had
long
to
and
kill
difficult to
someone.
read. As a result, the books you annotated have been moved to the back
Hmm.
shelves.
What? But all
I'd
of
kill
my
the whale,
annotations
the
were extremely
narwhal.
important.
Because he
Since they were
caused the
important to me, they should have
prophecy.
been
He's being
thanking
a
me for my
little
service.
bitch
The
man. He was
notes that
trying
I
to eat
took,
everyone. I was like, no, no,
couldn't
no.
have asked
Big
for
no,
a
no.
better analysis of
I
those
kill.
books. Okay, just you wait. I'm going to fix this right now. I'll dig
Let's
all the
go.
books out and return them to the proper shelves.
Oh, we'll wait.
Waiting is about all we can do. That's true.
Anyway, you were about to say he's feeling a bit down?
He was put through the ringer recently by a particularly difficult client.
Put through the ringer. What an interesting phrase.
Albedo, because he's asked for it. No, not Albedo. Kinda true, though.
He probably did suffer
I
quite a
mean,
bit, that's
he's got
true.
Dainsliff watching him,
He always
like,
spends a lot of time editing his proposals,
yeah.
with the goal of satisfying as many
Uh-oh.
of the client's preferences as possible. But the satisfaction of one client will not
Fun fact,
translate
I
to
actually have
general
a,
satisfaction of his
this
work.
week on
Many
Monday. I
problems
believe
in
it's
life can
Monday.
only be solved by a fundamental
Pretty sure it's
change of
Monday.
attitude.
I have a Hex and
As
Circle
the
video
reigning
coming
genius
out,
of Kasharwar,
which goes about
Kaveh
future stories
had
about
both the
them in
right and the
Mondstadt, so
confidence to reject any unreasonable
yeah.
demands.
Albedo.
There are plenty of
It's gonna be
architects in
mentioned.
Sumeru who are inferior to him in skill, yet far more irascible in temperament. What's more,
Let's kill the whale. I kill the whale every
such
week.
individuals as paragons of staying true to one's principles.
The problem is with Kaveh.
Clearly, his predicament is inevitable, since he holds other people's
I kill
feelings
that
as
whale
more
every
important
single
than his
week.
own.
Get him
Of
out of
course,
here.
Each person is different, and we should respect the paths that they have chosen for themselves. Admonitions will serve no purpose. People tend to succumb to familiar pitfalls, and this is especially true for
Yeah.
those who believe it's their duty to carry more burdens on their shoulders.
Looks like you were having an enjoyable chat while I was gone. Were you talking about me by any chance?
Never mind, don't kill D-Luke's dad again for drama. No, not Crepus. He already
Else
faded
is
to
there to talk
dust. I
about?
think he's had enough.
Surely no one would be interested in talking about the files that you were browsing.
Jeez, why have a
through
lot of the
earlier?
characters who died
Anyway,
fade to
you should take a
dust?
look at
Both
this.
Crepus and
Look at
Senor
this
just...
comment on page 82. Dear Kaveh,
Wow.
thank you so much for annotating this book in such detail. It was a great help to me. See that? Now that's how a student should
Aw.
treat their seniors.
And it looks like you're already in a much better mood now. It really doesn't take much to make you happy, huh?
Me happy? I'm mocking that retired blockhead for being so full of himself. He understands nothing about the true beauty of architecture. When I can find some time,
I still want to know
I'll have a
more
serious
about
talk with him
Crepus.
about making sure these
Because,
books are
like,
put where they
there's...
belong.
How does he have the delusion? Where did it come from?
It's not like he hasn't
How'd he
cursed
get
you
it?
before. What was that nickname he gave you
Had
while
to
you
be
were in the academia?
something related to the
The
Flui,
urchin
to
of
Fatui.
Kasharwar?
Crepus and Senor got Thanos. They did, Ollie. That's true. Do we often see dead humanoid bodies in the game? As far as I can remember, I remember one, the Grand Thief during We Will Be Reunited.
You didn't
He was
need to
kind of
bring
just sitting
that
there
up.
like,
At least not when I'm still standing
you know.
here. Oh, actually, I also found a really old
I
sketch
think
of
that's
the
the
book
one I
over there.
remember.
Doesn't it remind you of something?
We've seen like people die on screen. Obviously, we've seen Senor Tepe, and then the guys in Fontaine that just dissolved into water like right in front of us, which is scary as hell. Eat my dust, they said. Yeah. Crepus was related to the delusion. Senor because Ryan hit so hard. Yes, Ryan just vaporized her. Today's stream is early. Yes, welcome on in 9 pairs. I got up early today, so I got up early today. But we don't
huh?
How about we just like
Tell
not
me, even
joke
you
about
don't
that
get
much?
it.
You that's like, you know,
Don't ask me.
not make that kind
This
of
is the
joke.
time you specifically put aside to brag
Please
about
and thank you.
yourself. Feel free to hoard
Anyways,
all the spotlight you
um,
want.
oh yeah, and Vashir got drowned. Yeah,
In that case, allow me to
yeah,
explain.
he literally got
Although this sketch
literally got
might be
drowned.
abstract, you can plainly see from the road
Okay,
plans
Machu,
that
don't
this
make
was
those
an
kind of jokes
original
here, please.
concept for the expansion
Be
of Port
respectful.
Ormos.
We can also plainly see that the designer was a huge fan of
I
this
think we've seen a few
project.
hilichurls surrounded by
It's the
riffles. Yeah, that's
project
true. We
people
have seen
love
like
to talk about
hilichurls
the
just
most, second
laying
to
there
the
dead
Palace of Alcazar's
sometimes.
If
Like
I don't
sometimes you
keep
come
bringing
across
up new projects that I've
hilichurls
done,
in the overworld
how
and
would
they've just been
anyone
attacked
know
by
that
like
I
Fatui or
was the one
whatever.
who did them in the first
They're just
place?
kind of chilling.
There shouldn't
I
be
say
any
chilling, they're dead.
complaints about Port Ormos.
Sorry, it's alright. Just don't
If
do
I
it again.
remember
Thank
correctly,
you.
the construction process was very
Maybe they
smooth.
avoid showing
Everything was
dead
made
bodies for
ready
like
ahead
rating
of
and sensor
time,
purposes. Yeah,
and there were
probably. It's
very
probably
few
part of it.
safety concerns.
There are indeed no records of any complaints about this project.
Because if they showed too
Only
much, it'd like
recent
make the rating of
massive
the game
achievements.
like go like
See? What did I tell
up
you?
more.
Come on, let's take a stroll through Port Ormos next. I'll tell you
Okay.
all about the designs I made for the place.
You gonna come too, Alhaitham?
No need. It's almost time to
Sniper
close
said
out.
professionals have
And I
standards. Be
don't
polite, be
intend on
efficient, have a
ruining
plan to
the
kill
unofficial
everyone you
protocol.
meet. That's true, yeah.
Suit
Chilling in the
yourself.
afterlife. Hell yeah.
It's not like you know how to appreciate artistry anyway. Let's go, traveler. I'll take you to Port Ormos.
Book reminder. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you, Echo. Thank you, Diesel. Books. Where are the books? Hello, book. We don't actually like need to read them, but we just need to look at them. Need to look at them. Kave's a tsundere to the max. It's true. And hidden achievement. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right, now we go to Port Ormos. I love Port Ormos. We get the vibey music. Those weird streamers frozen for me? Oh, sometimes it does that. Like, you might just need a refresh. That happens to me sometimes when I'm watching someone's streams. It just freezes randomly, and I'll just need to refresh the page, and then it'll be fine. I have no idea why it does it.
Port Ormos.
I love Port Ormos. Did you design one of the buildings here?
No, I didn't design any one specific building. Most of my work here concerned structural renovation. Port Ormos had already existed since I was still a young child. It wasn't as large as it is now, though. It only came to its current size after a sizable expansion. I was part of that project.
Hey, let's go,
Archbridge
Kaveh.
over there, for example. That was one of my designs.
Oh, that's pretty. That's Kaveh design. Look at that. Headed out to do some chores in the Fontaine Archon Quest. Have fun hanging out with Kaveh. Thank you for hanging out here, Echo. Hope you enjoy your chores in the Archon Quest. See you around.
When I was first tasked with the project, I decided to reference the growth patterns of nearby trees to split Port Ormos into 2 levels.
Okay.
My goal was to improve the overall utilization of space. We ran into a lot of issues during construction, but thankfully, we were still able to achieve the original vision.
Oh yeah.
Residents can now behold all the ships entering and leaving the harbor from the vantage point of the bridge, while visitors can recognize the site of Port Ormos from a long ways away. I was still young and new to the trade back then. I could hardly believe that an idea...
Yo, Fran, welcome on in. Can I get your opinion regarding which character to pull? I'm guessing between Zhao and Yai? Yeah, sure. So I'd say... Yo, thank you for the follow as well, Fran. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're talking about just Zhao and Yai, if you pulled Zhang Yun, I'd recommend pulling Zhao, and if you didn't, I'd recommend Yai. Because Zhang Yun's really, really good for supporting Zhao, and Yai's also really good on her own. So if you don't have Zhang Yun, I'd go Yai, but Zhao can also be really, really good on his own still. So it all depends on like what playstyle you like. Yai is more of like a support character. She like has she like sets up like little fox things around the stage, and then her burst does a lot of damage. But she's like more of an off-field character. Off-field DPS, and Zhao is more like in the action. He's plunging, all the plunging attacks with his burst and everything. So it's up to you. But I'd say if you have Zhang Yun, pull for Zhao. If you don't, pull for Yai. But again, final choice is up to you. Yilong Warp OST has become my favorite. It's so good, isn't it?
You think so?
It is really, really cool.
But even
Pull Zhongli when he gets a rerun because Meatball. Fair enough. I do love my boy Zhongli.
was tight, and
I
I was
do love
unable
my
to
boy
use the
Zhongli.
higher quality timber I had originally intended for the design.
Oh yeah, also the materials.
Some concessions on
Zhao
aesthetics
materials are
were
easy to
needed
get
as
in
soon
Yais
as
and
I agreed to a
Ankonomiya.
proposal
That is
that
true. That is
prioritized the
true.
practical
Like
portions
Zhao
of
is
the
like
project.
unified around Liyue,
Us
but to
creative
get
types
Yai's
know
boss
better than
drops, you have
anyone
to
that
go
most
all the way through
projects
the
cannot be
Ankonomiya world
completed
quest and to
without
get to that
few
boss.
regrets.
So
Even the Palace of Alcazarzare was not perfect. Yeah, you're right.
it's all about like
I should learn to
if
look
you've
for
done that
future
yet too.
opportunities. And
Actually, I
believe that
lost
any
50-50
regrets
to
I
Nahida,
have
so
will be
according to leaks,
overcome
Kazuha
with
might come in
time.
4.5, but I also want
There's been
Arlecchino. Fair
fun
enough.
here. There's
Again,
still
it's all
one
about
last
who you
place I
want to
want
pull.
go, but it's a little far.
It's all about who you want to
Would
get.
you be
I'd
interested
say
in a quick trip to the desert?
the version 4.5 special program is next week. It's like 6 days from now, it should be. So that'll tell us what banners will be happening. So if you want to pull for Yai or Zhao, or if you want to pull for one of the characters in 4.5, you can decide then, and then you can wait until that to decide if you want to pull for Yai or Zhao, and not pull in 4.5, or save for 4.5 and then pull for one of those characters. So only 6 days, so these banners will still be there by that time.
Great. Most of my projects over the last few years have had something to do with the desert.
Thanks a lot, no problem.
Because there's
Glad to
a
help out.
special place there that I often visit.
Want a Zhongli rerun so I can C6 him so far as at C2? Fair enough. I want to get his C1, I think it is the two pillars. I think that'd be a good thing I'd like to get. Farina's a great support, so whenever she gets a rerun, she's good to get. That is true. I do love Farina. I'm really glad I got her. Plus, she's so cute. Look how cute she is. She's like, wee. Look, she's so pretty. I do need to get her weapon, because right now I have Nilu's weapon on her. Now we're going to the desert with Kaveh. We're going way over here. Wow. We also get the drip marketing last week. Yes, we do. Oh, I'm so excited for the drip marketing. So excited for Arlecchino.
Who would have thought that so many primal constructs could have congregated here while I was gone?
I cannot tell you how excited I am.
Sit and talk peacefully with these guys
Actually, you can
around.
probably see, because I'm off my meds, so like my emotions are like full. I'm not like toned down. I'm like, yay, I'm excited. Oh, hello.
Shine down.
Scanning.
Let's get a Bloom team going.
Come at me. Scanning.
Owie.
I've been
There we go. Got him down. Yeah, special programs next week. So special programs in 6 days. Drip marketing is the Monday before an update comes out, so like 2 days before the update. So that should be 2 weeks from 2 weeks and 2 days from now, I believe. That sounds right. Yeah, 2 weeks and 2 days. So 16 days till drip marketing.
I continue to live in the shadow of the past. I think it's also just a part of life. Plus, if I look back, I've honestly had my fair share of good luck as well.
Yeah.
You could probably say I followed in the path of my mother. Like her.
Zhongli has betrayed me so many times. I should have my scar moon by that. Oh gosh. Oh no. Zhongli, what are you doing? What are you doing, Zhongli? You also haven't completely lost your passion for life. It's true, Kaveh.
Life is too boring when you live with no enthusiasm and passion.
Yeah.
Only those who believe in the inherent meaning of it can capture the small nuances of everyday life and turn them into inspiration for beautiful designs.
Yeah.
Of course, I will concede that loving something also means taking it to heart. So to an extent, caring is also a source of pain. If I didn't love my work, I wouldn't be so torn up about it all the time.
Yeah.
But still, isn't this place beautiful? Despite the erosion from the winds and changing seasons, you can still perceive its past beauty and glory.
Yeah.
With different landforms come different architectural styles. The desert's history has left it with few records regarding its buildings, so I often visit.
We call him the Zhang Lizard, the Mora Demon Morax, the devourer of Tartaglia's fun. That's true, we do. I'm hoping that Arlecchino won't share a patch with Farina Nuvi rerun. Yeah, I hope so. I hope she doesn't. I feel like we might get Linny alongside her. Because, you know, House of the Hearth. All that. You're an early good morning. Good morning to you, White Kanaka. Yes, we're on quite early today. I got up early. I was like, you know what? Kaveh. Kaveh. We're doing Kaveh. Hope you're doing well, though. Welcome on in.
In the world who can decipher the meaning behind them. They will also have acknowledged me across the vast stream of time.
Kave's
You were
talking to us
ask me
about
what art
architecture
is, that
and art.
would be my answer.
That's more like the Kaveh I
Think so?
know.
But I feel I've always been like this.
Yeah.
Remember that question I brought up before? The one about whether I should see art as a divine gift of inspiration from the gods, or as a product of my own existential struggle. I still haven't found an answer to that yet. But if art wasn't inherently paradoxical and enigmatic, then people probably wouldn't be drawn to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Those who pursue art will be unable to avoid the pain that it naturally brings. Will often be floating on cloud 9 one second and sinking in a mire the next.
Yeah.
I'll try gathering my
Life is a
thoughts again
wave.
once I've found a way to define
I had my phone on silent so I didn't see it till like now. Oh, that's fair enough. Fair
Thank
enough.
you so much for listening to
Sometimes it
everything I
happens, you
had
know.
to say.
Is that an ending? Oh yes, look at that. That is pretty. That's a pretty ending. And we got the other hidden achievement, so now we just need all the endings. Sweet. Sweet. When Zhang orders at a McDonald's, I will have order. Oh my gosh. Imagine like you work at McDonald's. Hello, sir. What can I get for you? I will have order. Oh my goodness. Alright, we gotta go back to the tavern now. Back to the tavern. Gotta go meet with Kaveh in the tavern. Nublet's at the counter. Oh my god, imagine. I think if Nublet was at the counter, Zhangli wouldn't go to McDonald's. I will have bento. Just order all the foodies. Oh, the guy who was standing there earlier isn't here this time.
Truly the worst decision.
Order, I say. I will have order.
Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Stress is just an
You're
innocent
just need all this.
part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass.
Kaveh, you lightweight, yeah.
Already keeping a secret from that guy, though. Another glass.
You've got it.
It really is.
He is a little bit of a lightweight, yeah.
Spend a lot of time.
I still love him.
Though, all of this makes.
Here's your drink.
Boss,
The meaning of. Anyway, I don't know.
what do you think? Yes, art shouldn't be self-indulgent entertainment saved for the elite.
Yeah.
Let's say that I built a
Yeah, he
house
insists to
with
steal
stone.
Atham's wine crates,
If they
true.
don't like how it looks, then no matter how brilliant it may appear to me, they won't be happy with it.
Yeah.
The problem is that it can be very difficult to get validated by others.
After that day, they've been banned from McDonald's. It's true. It's true.
But often that just means creating a final product that I would struggle to look at.
Hope you convince the client to come to your side.
Thanks for offering, but you've seen how he is. He's not going to listen to anything I say. He understands nothing about my design, and all the suggestions he made were as if he just wanted to mock me. You mean, if I managed to get him to see things my way, then this project would also gain recognition from many people?
Yeah.
You've got a point. Let's hear him out one more time, then. Time to get going. I know where we'd be able to find the guy. There's no time to
We need a Hydro Traveler to work? Oh, really?
until another time.
Is Hydro Traveler not that good? I haven't really used them. Shooting a beam like Nuvi, but being able to control both Numa and Osea. I think the reason Hydro Travelers like it is because they're mimicking, their powers mimic the Sovereigns. Because, like, if you think about it, like, obviously, the Hydro MC, like, kind of mimics Nuvolet's gameplay with the orbs that appear are the same as Nuvolet's. Yeah, the ult is bad. I've heard the ult is pretty bad. But like they do stuff like Nuvolet. It's like they do that, and also Dendro Traveler mimics a Pep. Like the thing in the middle, they summon a thing as the burst. That's like the thing in the heart of a Pep. Like it's mimicking it. Also, we were talking about Zhongli and Nuvolet. It reminds me of this. if you, I'm gonna see if I can get this. Ready? Gotta listen up. So if there's like a chance you can get Zhongli and Nublet's voice lines in a perfect order in the menu. Let's see if we can do it.
Sure.
Nope, not that one. Here we go.
What shall we do?
What shall we do? Then.
The pleasure is all mine.
Nope, not that one. We're trying this.
A walk would be nice.
Nope. Come on, what shall we do?
What shall we do?
The pleasure is all mine.
Nublet, no.
What shall we do?
Thank you for permitting. No.
Not that one.
Me to join you.
A walk would be nice.
No, Zhongli, come on.
A walk would be nice.
No, stop talking about the walk being nice. You're not supposed to say that yet.
What shall we do?
There we go.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
What shall we do?
No! It's so close. So close.
What shall we do?
Thank you for permitting. No, inviting me to join you.
What shall we do?
The pleasure is all mine.
A walk would be nice.
You're not supposed to say that yet, Zhongli.
What shall we do?
The pleasure is all mine.
It is so hard to get in one go. I think it's like 1 in 27.
What shall we do?
The pleasure is all mine.
Nublet, come on, stop saying that.
A walk would be nice.
Zhongli. We're gonna get this.
A walk would be nice.
I'm off my ADHD meds. This is why we're doing it.
Sure.
Come on, Zhongli, say it.
A walk would be nice. Sure.
Zhongli.
What shall we do?
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly fluvial.
Sure.
Okay, that works. That works. Usually you say a walk would be nice, but sure also works. We're gonna go with it, whatever. Let's just go find the client. Yeah, if I kept going, we'd be here till Natlin, I feel like, yeah. Let's just go find our boy. Let's just go find our boy. All right, let's go talk to the client or whatever. There he is. I see him. You've been stopped. What do you think about Arlecchino? I love her. I love her. I'm excited to know more about her. I'm so excited to see her drip marketing. I'm so excited for like her to come out and for us to get a quest around her and everything. Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
Apologies as well.
I'm so excited for her.
Some of my requests were indeed a bit unreasonable. If
I adore her. Oh yes, I can't wait for her.
My project, I should have a bit more faith in your vision.
Thank you for understanding. Mutual trust is the basis for good communication.
That is true.
Now that we've got that out of the way, I think we can have a more productive conversation. To be perfectly honest, your commission request has been the most peculiar one I've ever received.
Oh?
Even now, I still know nothing about the building's intended purpose. All I know is that you want to build.
She looks like
something
Raven.
that
Fair
is
enough.
for public use.
I really love her design. Reminds me of like, I think like her inspirations are like the white swan, black swan thing. And I really love it. I'm so excited to learn more about her. What about Siegeween? I can't wait for Siegeween as well, yeah. Where is she? I feel like she's just been locked in the closet right now. Like, what the heck? Same with Clarand. I mean, at least we saw Clarand and Lantern right, but we haven't seen Siegeween in forever. Yeah, I can't wait till she's playable too. Like, the remaining characters that we know about that should be playable within Fontaine are Arlecchino, Clarand, Siegeween, and then, Emily, who runs the perfume shop. You gotta go. Goodbye, Kaveh. You're not my husband. Oh, no. Well, thank you for hanging out, RSA. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
Please give me a moment. My head's starting to hurt again. Just please hold on for a second. So, let me get this.
Clarand's in the closet? I mean, yeah, she has a crush on Navia. Come on.
But if we implement your suggestions, then I'm afraid we have to scrap the entire design. Architectural design cannot be neatly
Red
split
Rocks,
into
welcome on in. I hope you're
parts.
doing well.
Any change
Welcome,
to one
welcome.
part of the design will
It's
affect
okay. I
the
was on
quality
early
of the
this
whole
morning, so
thing.
I get it. Don't
I
worry.
decided to utilize
It was an early
high-end timber
stream.
for this section
Off topic,
because
but
the
where
late
in February?
berry
I
structure
know, it's
requires
almost
the
over.
supporting materials to
It's
be
the
durable
24th.
and
It's
strong.
crazy.
Same with the tiles. Switch them out and the entire mural
It
will
is
have to be
crazy.
redesigned.
Because, like,
More
January was, like,
importantly,
lagging on
if we
forever.
make such a change,
And then February
if
went
its
by like
practical
that.
functionality and
Sure,
aesthetic
she's not
value
having
will
tea with
compete
Riley. Oh, yeah.
it.
Tea with
If all
Risley.
you need is a building
That
with a
too.
roof that can keep
She's
people
bi. We love
dry
a
in the
bi queen.
rain, you shouldn't have commissioned me. Many architects would be able to build you one of those while charging far less in commission fees.
Actually, Please tell me. Are you
Happy all those British
absolutely
noises.
sure
Happy
that
all the
you
British noises. I'm
will
British.
make
Fair
any
enough.
changes in this
I'm part
draft of the
British.
design?
I'm Irish and British. So that
The
means
most important thing for me
it's a
is to
miracle.
understand what you would actually like to
Aggressively
do.
sips tea.
If you could tell me more about
Crazy.
your vision,
I need to get
might be able
tea.
to work with
I
the
need to make more
design some
tea.
more.
I barely have it.
You are the client after all. You
At
should
least
have
Bennett
the
gets an
final
actual
say
birthday
on how
this
the
year. It's
project
true.
comes out.
It is true. We
Want
have a
to
29th. That's a
build
leap year.
Something unique, something quiet and warm inside, a refuge that can block out the world outside. I want all who enter this building
Boy,
to be
bother.
able to temporarily forget everything.
I'm
that's
Irish,
going
Scottish,
on
English, Welsh,
outside
and a bit of Viking, Austin. Oh,
and
wow.
just
You're all
focus
of that
on the
area.
task at hand.
That's a bit
He one
more
leap away from
information
ending up
than
back in
last time,
Natlin. Crazy.
but it's still extremely vague. To put it another way, every
Yo,
rich
Kev, welcome
person
back.
wants to
How
build
you
a
liking the
mansion
Hangout quest so
or
far? I
some
am
sort of
loving it.
impress
I'm
someone
loving
with
hanging out with my boy, Kaveh.
We've gone through many
May still be broke, but I
proposals,
still
and
love
this
him.
draft is already the
I will give him
cheapest one.
hugs.
Cutting
Excited for Benny?
costs
I
by
know.
substituting
I can't wait for his
building
birthday
materials
letter.
will
He's gonna be like,
not
I
only
finally
affect
have an
the
actual
overall
birthday this
effect of the
year.
building,
It's gonna be
it
so
also
cute.
won't save you much more, in the
The
grand
balls,
scheme of things.
Celtic chaos. Fair enough.
Thank you for giving
Also,
me
I am
so
from New
much
England, so I
thought.
almost said Celtic, but I know it's Celtic.
Please
I've
give
learned.
me some more time to mull over the budget. I'll get back to you once I've figured out a solution. I still have a few business meetings that I must attend, so I'm afraid I'll have to leave for now. You can just leave the proposal as is. I'll get in touch once I've given it some
Yeah, they're
more
working it
thought.
out. Hell yeah. Why do I feel like he's hiding something? Yeah.
I also have a similar feeling.
Do we follow him, see if something unusual comes up?
Is that really okay? I mean, what he does now is none of our business.
No, let's stalk
He
people.
does seem really suspicious, though.
Benny one
He
leap
dresses
away.
like a rich person, but when you talk to him, he hardly sounds the part.
Sounds super frugal too,
That's
yeah.
actually pretty common. Not all rich people are spendthrifts.
Wonder why
Many are
Fontaine doesn't have any
just as if
Celtic
there are
influence.
more
Celtic were the
esteemed
original
than
Frenchies after all. I know. I wish we had more influence. I wish it was more of a melting pot. It is kind of a melting pot, but I wish it was more, you know? Benny one leap away from ending up in Outland. We're almost there. That's like, I think it's like exactly. Let's see. Hang on. August 2024. Images. The calendar.
Still finding excuses to procrastinate even when we've decided on a
I think
plan.
is it August 28th or 21st that's coming out. One of those two.
Delaying things like this. We should find him again and
Hang
get
on.
some clearer
Genshin
answers.
2024
The sooner we
update
can
calendar.
back
Here we
ground on
go.
this, the better.
Let's see. So yeah, 5.0 will be August 28th. So we're just over 6 months away. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, just over 5 months away. Celtic seems to be able to vat. It does, yeah. There's a lot of Conria seems to have like a lot of Norse. I'm guessing Celtic as well.
Huh? Where did he go? I could have sworn he went this
Kaveh
way.
and Mono probably get along all the time, but no financial skills. I know. They would hit it off instantly. For me, the first half of the year goes by very fast. Yeah, I get that feeling. Yeah.
It sure looks like him, but he's dressed completely different now.
Oh.
What is he up to?
What is he up
Didn't
to?
I tell you before? I'm not looking for more workers. Plus, aren't you a bit old for physical labor?
You're trying to
If
go
something
into
happens,
Y11 by the time that one's on. Aw. Yeah, it's sneaking up. It sneak up right at the end of the summer.
Don't have to worry about that. I grew up as an Eremite mercenary and worked
Right at the
in
end of the
desert
summer.
my entire life. My body's still in great shape.
So he's an Eremite.
I don't
Interesting.
have many talents, but I still have
Tir
my
Nanog go
muscle.
beyond the ancient fog. I'm really hoping we get references to Tir Nanog. Ever since you brought it up in stream, I've wanted it. I've wanted it.
You used to be an Eremite mercenary?
I know there are a lot of bad apples in our ranks, but most are just trying to make a living. We're not that greedy by nature, and we'll do our best when given a job.
And he's not wrong.
Hmm.
Second half goes slowly, especially around Halloween.
Sorry,
First
but
Halloween,
I
then my
still
birthday,
don't
then
think
Thanksgiving,
I
then Christmas, then the New Year. Fair enough. Got a lot packed in there.
The Mora for anything more.
I actually love that Savat seems so far be the 19th century. It does, yeah. Like they're advanced, but not too advanced. I like it. Like me and my brother's Minecraft world. Like you have nice, simple cottages, and then you go over to my port, and I have a freaking cargo ship.
Stressed. I would have thought he was a merchant from the
I'm a bit
rainforest.
crazy,
Let's ask him about it.
just a little bit. I think I told you my birthday's same as Alejandro Sabo. Really? That's awesome. 2 years older than me. Fair enough. My birthday is the same as Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange, and Carl Jacobs from Mr. Beast.
That's what we wanted to ask you. Who
Which is
are
funny because
you?
I've actually met Carl
Why did you
before.
dress up like a merchant to talk to me about our project? There's no need for us to continue this project if you still want to keep hiding things from us.
Yeah.
I don't work with individuals I can't trust.
Let's go, Kaveh.
Believe me, I didn't have any bad intentions. It's just
Cumberbatch, yeah. We have the same birthday, July 19th.
all right. There's no point
Hell
hiding
yeah.
anything anymore. The building I'm trying
They're very
to
confused about the
commission you
character.
for is not
I
an
feel like
illegal
Cosmo will help a lot because of the
personal
CC. Fair enough, yeah.
rather a library for children living in
Fair
the
enough.
desert.
A library? Funded entirely by yourself. Shouldn't this be the responsibility
Imagine
of the
Natlan's the complete
academia?
opposite of what we thought all technology is nice. I would love it, yeah. I feel it's definitely going to be more advanced than a lot of people are thinking. Definitely, definitely. Now around that 500 years from the 19th century and you get the 14th century. That's true.
Right.
That is true.
And I
Foundry of
was
14th
aware
century,
these
that'd be
happenings
awesome.
as well.
One of my favorite Sherlock Holmes actor adaptations. Oh yeah, he's great in Sherlock. I need to watch more of that. He's really, really great.
The desert is too
I think it is too like
vast,
Wakanda, yeah.
even if the
Like a lot more
academia
technology,
spends a
but
lot
they're
of
just like,
effort trying to
that could be why people don't
disseminate
leave. They're
knowledge
hiding
in
that
this
from the
part.
outside world because they're like, hey, we don't want to share.
Decades,
We don't
if
want to
not
share.
centuries.
Birthday's the same as Ningguang. Oh, get the rich lady. Share a birthday with Dory, which I have mixed feelings about. I mean, you both share birthdays with the rich ladies. So I mean, fair enough. I don't have anyone in Genshin I share a birthday with. Tartaglia is the day after me, July 20th, which is also one of my friends from school's birthday. She was born literally the day after me, like same year, day after me. So I'd always, whenever it was my birthday, be like, hey, I'm 1 year older than you. And then she'd text me on her birthday, not anymore.
So I just want to use whatever time I have to contribute something to my homeland.
So why do you feel like you need to lie,
I didn't
though?
want you to know that I came from the desert. I've lived in the desert my entire life, and there wasn't anyone here
Okay, fair
that I could
enough.
trust. I figured
Yeah, there was the stigma on
I needed as
Sumeria
much
for a
safety
while.
as I could get.
Mentioned before I share a birthday with Thenti. That is really cool, yeah.
Disguised your identity? That's
The
certainly
animal
taking
god.
playing
The only
it
rich
safe
person I
to the
share a
next
birthday with
level.
is Jeffree Star. Fair enough.
Don't tell me
Fair
you've
enough.
also been scammed before.
When I first came to Sumeru City,
Wonder who else I share a
I
birthday
brought
with.
a lot of Mora, hoping to find an architect that I could work with.
I know Carl Jacobs and
Someone
Benedict
agreed to take on
Cumberbatch.
the project, and even took a sum of
Oh,
Mora
Jason
from me,
Momoa.
but then disappeared
That's cool.
without a trace.
Jason Momoa.
After that, I heard that there are a lot of
Oh,
untrustworthy
no.
people in this
No.
business. Some would
Shane
run as soon as they've been
Dawson.
paid, while others
Oh,
would deliberately use
no.
expensive materials and take a cut of the
I don't want to share a
construction
birthday with a cat fucker.
fee. Spent a while collecting
Oh, but I
information
share it with
to see-
Brian May, the guitarist of
and
Queen.
eventually learned that you
The
were
astrophysicist,
the
guitarist of
famous
Queen.
architect
Okay, I'm
in
happy
all of
again.
Sumeru. I figured that you wouldn't need to make more
Oh,
money
yeah.
scamming people, so I decided to reach out to you. By the way, how did you know I was scammed? I don't think I've ever mentioned that to anybody.
Just a hunch. A while ago, I accepted an offer to work on a project in the
Wait, no,
desert.
Jason Momoa's birthday isn't the 19th. Why does it say that? So weird. His birthday's in August.
I ran into someone who was living in a
Who will
pretty
lie to me?
run-down house. I noticed stupidest to load buried
Speaking of
columns
Archons, do you
and
see the
wooden
Japanese voice
slabs
actor for Vendor
just
being
to
known as the
drag
50-50
over
Lost
the
Archon? No, really?
He said that he had
Oh
no
my
one to
gosh,
pay
full
for it,
sessions are
so I
funny.
loaned
Me
him some
too,
of my
honestly.
own
Like,
Mora.
up until a certain point, I'd lose
I got
every
some
single
stone and timber
50-50.
from the local vendors.
Oh my goodness.
Soon after that,
I share the same birthday as Wolf Boy Razor. Hell yeah, Ollie. We love Razor here. We love our boy Razor.
Last coin. And after that, he even borrowed Mora from me twice more, using a different excuse each time. I didn't even suspect him of any wrongdoing until he hired a group of mercenaries
Oh
and tried to
jeez.
ambush me in his own house.
That sounds fun.
According to him, I looked like an easy target because I was an academia scholar who didn't have any family or friends in the desert. What kind of person would just look at someone else and think, this guy looks like an easy target?
Yeah.
Those kinds of things do happen every once in a while, yes. Folks like him are the exact reason why us desert dwellers' reputation have gone down the drain.
Yeah.
I must apologize.
Which is
to
stinky
you on their
poo-poo.
behalf.
Not all desert dwellers are bad.
It's all
Like,
right. You were
it's rude.
also scammed by someone from Kasharwar after all. I should apologize.
In the
to
Japanese
you all
Zhongli
there.
VA polling sessions was him basically
Can I
simping for
thank you
Navi and
for your
John Junior's
experiences
down
and
bad.
anything
Fair
to do
enough.
with the desert or the rainforest. People who are
Just
new
defeated the
to
Ender
an
Dragon with my
area
friend. Let's go,
always
let's go,
use
Red
stories
Drox.
to
Let's go.
reminisce.
Take down the Dragony boy. Take him down.
Yeah, you'll find both good and bad people everywhere. I can't understand the logic of those who like to take advantage of others,
Yeah.
but I have to accept their
Oh, you don't share a
existence as
birthday
a
with
fact
anyone?
of
It's
life.
alright. It's
Anyway,
alright.
I digress.
I don't share a birthday with a
Let's
Genshin character
return to the
either.
topic at hand.
Tartaglia is the day
You
after
may be
mine, so I'm
rejecting
close
my
to the Murder
designs
Boy,
because
but
you
not on
thought
his
I was
birthday.
deliberately
The one, I
using
think the
expensive
closest one
materials
before
to
me is
make
Sarah,
you
because
the
she's July
Iron Man?
14th.
That's what I was afraid of initially, yes. I eventually understood that you weren't out to cheat me. But unfortunately, I still don't have nearly enough Mora to pay for the design you proposed. I've done the math and know that we should be able to make it if we cut some corners. However, after our conversations, I can see that you're passionate about your design, and I'm quite fond of the proposal as well. So, I decided to try and see if I can afford your proposal as is. I've been looking for work every day.
Aw.
And in another month, I should be able to cobble together enough Mora.
I remember Tartaglia shares a birthday with a famous figure in history. Oh, interesting.
You mean you're going
Wonder if
to
it's actually
spend
like
your
Ajax he
entire
shares the
life
birthday with. That'd be
savings
pretty
on this
funny.
project? But
I'll look it
then,
up.
what will you
Ajax
do if something
birthday.
unexpected comes up, and you find yourself stuck with no emergency fund?
To be
Wait.
honest, I
Okay.
haven't really thought about that.
Ajax
I mean, when you've lived to be my
mythology
age and something
birthday.
happens, you
Ajax
can't
the
really
Great.
call it unexpected anymore. All I want is to build this library.
Whose sister,
before I leave this
his
world,
siblings are Tusert. No
so
way.
that the children of the future would have some books to read.
I don't see where his
The
birthday
desert
is, but
dwellers would be able to learn
he
their
did have a
lessons
sibling named
and pick up
Tusser.
some practical knowledge.
We met. Alexander the Great. Oh, really? Alexander the Great. Yeah, it was said he was born in July, so interesting. 20th or 21st of July, yeah. Very cool.
A while ago,
It's one of my favorite jokes I've ever come up with.
had decided to
At
recruit
every
a number
every
of
family
exceptional
reunion that he
children
ever
from
had
the
was the
desert.
Great Family
Of
Reunion.
course, this is welcomed news.
I love it.
But as someone who's
Right now,
spent
you're doing
an
this thing where we
entire
keep
life in
inventory
the
on, but we count our
desert,
devs. Right now, we're on day
still
3. I have
have
3
the
Destiny as 0. I promised I'd build him a crown if he
I
stays
know the
live. Still
desert
killing the
life
dragon. Fair
and
enough.
can predict what the problems
Fair
will
enough.
be.
Yeah, I don't
Many
like when people are like,
children in
ah,
the desert
playing
have
with
had
keep
neither the
inventory is like,
interest
you're not
nor
supposed
the
to play with
proper
that. Like, play how you want
environment
to play,
learn.
you know? If you want to play with keep
So even
inventory,
if the
go ahead.
academia would take them
You know,
in,
play however you want to play. It's a
once they
sandbox
enter the
game.
halls,
I'd be having fun
they
with
might
it.
find themselves surrounded by other children who look and act very differently from them.
Yeah.
And as a result, they might
Child the Great.
become
No
socially
way.
isolated.
He is pretty great.
Yes.
I mean, he was
can
fighting
imagine
that whale for literally
My
like
father
6
passed away at an
in-game
early age.
weeks. 6.
Even though I had a
He was
good number
fighting
of
that
friends
whale.
during my years at the
He's crazy.
academia,
I love him.
For some time, I still sensed many critical looks in my direction. I'm sure a child coming all the way from the desert will have an even harder time.
Yeah.
But let's bring this back to the building itself. I think you said that you want this building to be quiet and warm, with its doors serving as a solid barrier to block out
Right
the
now, I have
sound
pity of
and fury
25 and around 50
outside,
wishes collected.
and
Hell
allow us to
yeah.
focus on
Hell
the work
yeah.
on
Save
our
up those
hands.
wishes.
Building it according to the current
Child for a
plan will
1.1
be
character shares age
costly,
very well. He is true.
even if
Very
it
gracefully.
requires
Zhongli as well. Oh yeah.
think would be
You're treating them with
achieved under
respect. I
your
like it.
budget? Any ideas on what we can do?
Can you try a slightly different style?
Slightly different style. Give me a minute. Most architects would probably prioritize cutting costs and removing extra features in this situation. Indeed, converting the building into a simple bungalow would solve most of our problems. However, I do not think this would be the best solution.
Yeah.
While it's true that the aesthetic value of a building is often viewed as an afterthought, neglecting it has some long-term negative consequences.
True.
It is especially
Gotta be careful with
desirable in
making
this
buildings.
situation, as the library will serve a high number of children.
You know what one of my favorite historical buildings ever was? The Library of Alexandria.
Elegant or beautiful.
Just something about it always interested me, you
Completely give
know?
up on the more aesthetic design would mean stripping the children of an opportunity to appreciate the beauty of architecture.
I don't know why that just popped in my head.
I share Badawi's sentiments
Did.
in wanting to preserve a more complex design. However,
Which went up in flames? It
reducing
did.
ornate aspects of
Up
the
in
design while maintaining its fundamental elegance, which is to say we won't touch the arches
I have the
and
album
stone
that song is from
pillars
literally right on my
achieved
wall, Coldplay.
elsewhere.
So.
This is definitely a first.
Completed the 4.2 Arc
To make
Quest a
up for
week
the
ago.
loss
Boy,
of
was it
their
emotional.
unique
Oh, it's
elements,
emotional, all right,
they
yeah.
put a lot of extra
I totally
effort
didn't
into
cry. I
layout,
lost the VOD for that,
design, and
unfortunately.
color.
Because
I see.
right after I streamed that
Really
is when, like, I was kind of, like,
It just
a
increases
low
the
point in my
difficulty of the
mental
design.
health. And I forgot to
You
move
should
the
feel
VOD over
lucky
to
that out of
YouTube, and
all
it
the
got deleted
architects
by
in
the time I
city,
remembered.
you chose to approach
So I
me.
don't have that VOD
Most of
anymore,
the others would have
unfortunately.
given up on this project by now. As for inspiration, I think I might have something in mind, but I'd need to visit the site to make sure. Where do you want this place to be built? Tell me the exact location.
Aru Village.
Aw.
Although it wasn't my childhood home, I think it'll be the best site for such a building.
That's nice.
Okay, then we can pay a visit to Aru Village.
Is there something I can do for you? I've already caused you a lot of trouble before, and now you're revising the design again because of me. Which draft are we even on now? It's making me feel terribly guilty.
Let me think. You said
Our
you
village
used
just told
to
me
be
I
an
like it. It is
Aramite
really nice, isn't it?
mercenary,
I
right?
do love it.
In that case, you could help us clear out some monsters that are blocking the way to Aru Village.
Ah.
We want to keep the roads clear and reduce the loss of materials during transport to a minimum. If everything goes well, that'll help us save some Mora.
Oh, yeah.
All right, just leave it to me. If there's anything I'm good at, it's clearing out monsters.
Hell yeah.
What are you waiting for then? Let's pack up and get ready to go.
Let's go to Aru Village. Here we go to Aru Village. Oh, it's such a beautiful place, isn't it? Going this way. Get some crystal flies as we go by. Oh, never mind. I killed it. Over here.
Most materials going from Caravan Rebat to Aru Village would pass through here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of monsters out here today. If you find it hard to keep up, just let us know.
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing. I'll be careful.
I had a
though.
tiramisu crepe
You
for
should
dessert.
do
It's
the
so good.
same.
Oh, that does sound really good. That does sound so good. Oh, hello.
There is no escape. Yeah, skyward.
Come at me! Sight clear!
Illusion shattered.
Yeah. Get Brina. That'd be helpful.
Yeah, scatter. Sky.
Nice. Kaveh being named Kaveh for the Kaveh the Smith from the legend. So interesting. Mythical legend Kaveh sealed the dragon. Really? Wow.
I'm fine.
Kaveh will be the next
I've
Dendro
spent
sovereign.
my
No
entire
way.
life fighting these kinds of monsters in the desert, after all. They won't get the best of me. But it's one thing to fight against monsters, and another to fight against an old injury.
Oh.
It's something I picked up when I was young. There were many fights between mercenary brigades back then, and one day someone stabbed me in the back.
Oh.
I don't think much of it back then, but with age, it's caught up to me.
Oh.
Few mercenaries get to enjoy their later years. Failing health tends to take the joy out of reputation and wealth, And many mercenaries never even made much of the latter to begin with.
Oh.
Is there someone you know who can help to look after you?
Unfortunately, no. My wife passed away at an early age,
Oh.
and I don't have any children.
Poor man.
Sometimes I'd close my eyes and realize most of my life story has already been written. I have many regrets about my past, but at the same time, I also know that there were never many options for me in the first place.
Oh.
I joined the Eremites when I was young, and won many battles with them. My survival was more
Legend
a matter
Kaveh the
of luck
blacksmith fought to seal and chain an evil multi-headed dragon under the mountain.
if at all
Wow.
possible.
Okay,
I
Kaveh,
want
when are you gonna do
future
that?
children of the
When are you
desert
gonna
to
do that?
have some more options in
I would
life.
love to see him do that, actually. That'd be so
I don't
fun.
want them to turn out like me. My apologies. The older we get, the more we tend to ramble.
I mean, I ramble now, so I mean,
Seems like we've already
imagine me
cleared
when I'm
out
older.
most of the monsters. Let's hurry over to Aru village.
It all started on it's a warm summer evening in ancient Greece. That mountain's real name is in the game too. Really? Which mountain is it?
I think it's really admirable of him to spend his whole life savings on people he's never met.
Yeah.
Maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness. A kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of his life.
That also sounds like you, Kaveh.
Perhaps. To clarify, though, I don't think
It's right where the sand tornado is. Mount Damavand, really?
An idealist.
Interesting.
Have some sentiments of that
Very
kind of
interesting.
persuasion, such as wanting everyone to be able to
The
lead
bug
happily
Kaveh already did it. Kaveh the
while
Destroyer of
their
Worlds. Oh my
situation
god, I
was
remember that.
more complex than that.
That was interesting.
In the beginning, what drove me to harbor those thoughts was less
That was a time.
idealism and more a desire to make up for a sense of guilt. When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Interdarshan
Oh, the Interdarshan Championship,
hosted
yeah.
by the Academia. He set off confidently hoping to win something for me, but failed to clinch the title. What's more,
Oh.
he fell into depression after the
Scared for a while about co-op when I saw that, like, yeah, me
requested
too.
to join an investigative research project in the desert. I never saw him again.
Oh.
Word has it that he got caught in quicksand. Even if other factors may have contributed to his death,
Kaveh, don't blame
the
yourself.
fundamental cause still circles back to me. I started doing many things in life because I wanted to make amends. Even in cases where I couldn't do
Everyone has
something
co-op
for a
PTSD,
specific
it's true.
person,
Especially people who
I
played in
still did whatever
1.0.
I could.
Back before the artifacts just like
I
went
think I
directly into
just
your
wanted
inventory and they
to
just dropped on the
make
floor and
myself feel a little better.
ventees would just be like "Veep," and they'd fly off the cliff.
At this point, even I don't know. I've tried self-reflection, but it didn't help. I can't seem to walk away from many things that I see or hear about, even if they don't directly concern me.
Yeah.
And I can't quite pinpoint the source of it. Maybe it's just like what those Vahumana scholars often say. It's hard for people to truly understand themselves.
Yeah.
I could be doing things out of endless guilt, or I could be doing them out of a strong sense of empathy. It could even just be a matter of conceit. The potential motivations could number in the dozens, but the actions they result in are the same. Anyway, I suppose I don't really mind being called an idealist. They also use that term to describe my
Darshan's a
father.
word of Indian origin. Ooh,
It seems
interesting.
fewer connotations
Kaveh, I have no doubt will become a hero, but he's not part of the Samsara trio in my POV. Fair enough, yeah.
And discussed my ideology
He's a
with
pep.
him for nearly as long. Maybe
He's a
arguing is a
pep.
better word for it. He told me a long time ago that no matter how strong of a swimmer you may be,
Nilus Nabu
you'll
Malikata.
still get dragged
Nihida's
under by the
Rukadavada.
others who are drowning
Al
once you
Haytham's
run
King
out of
Deshret.
stamina.
Sino.
He believes
Turbanubis.
this is the fate that awaits all idealists.
Kaveh.
I still believe I should live
Pep.
by my ideals, and I've given him countless reasons why I think it's a good idea to do so. Perhaps my ideals are flawed, but are there really any perfect things in this world? Unfortunately, he
Or maybe the
remains
Ibis King.
unconvinced. His
Bird of
personality
Paradise.
is the exact opposite of my own. If someone happens to drown
Paradise,
next to
yeah.
him, he'll most likely stand on the shore and mumble something along the lines of respecting other people's fates.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I'm not the only idealist in the world.
Sinos
For
Kasala, no
different
way.
seasons, there are also different people. There are many others who will
All the
continue
names of the
to care
gemstone
about
named
the
after
things
Hinduko. I do
most
remember reading
or
about
not
that,
directly
yeah.
related to them.
I remember, like, I think that was, like, back when I was...
finally run out of stamina,
I think it was back when I was, like,
someone will
researching for
also
my, like,
reach out
everything to know about
and
Sumeru
bring
before
me
it comes
back
out
to
video.
shore.
Wow. That's a
Someone
long time
will
ago.
help me, right? Yes, I've already been helped like that before.
I'll help you when the time comes, Kaveh.
But you've helped me plenty already. If you didn't reach out to me, I would probably be passed out on the tavern table right now instead of talking with Badawi. Either way, I'm feeling much better than when you first found me at the tavern. I can feel inspiration already welling up inside of me. Maybe this will be just the opportunity I needed to create a whole new style. All
Let's
right,
go,
let's
Kaveh.
head to Aru
Let's
Village.
go. Let's go to Aru Village with a whole new style.
Skyward!
Isn't the Power One named for the fire deity that likes to hide in weird, unexpected places? That sounds pretty cool. Oh wait, it's like on the other side of the village. Yeah, it'd be too easier to teleport there. I don't know why I'm flying.
Skyward! Scatter!
Now that we're here, it's my partner's
Here we
time to
are.
shine. Marak,
Marak! Hi, Marak! Look how cute he is!
Oh, what's this?
Look how cute.
my toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks.
Marak is
I'll
so
turn Marak
cute.
and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Staria! No way!
You know each other?
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharawar. I've heard of you before.
Hi,
My name
Sataria.
is
It's been a
Sataria,
while.
And I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the desert.
Aw.
Educational assistance programs.
Since I'm from India, I can tell Sumeru got a lot of inspiration from mythology. Yes, I do remember like looking at it when I was like researching for some videos. I was like, it's got inspiration from all over. I love it.
My best to answer them.
I've been commissioned
Did
by Mr.
Kaya say
Badawi
it today?
to build
Great
a
reference to
library in the
Alberic
desert.
and
We
Gnostic
settled
stuff.
on the
Oh,
general
interesting.
design
I'm so
direction,
excited to do
but
it.
we are trying to finalize
I can't wait to do
details
it.
based on the conditions around the intended location.
Since I am from India. Oh wait, I read that one already. Hang on.
Do you
And I
intend
remember
to open it to
Hanga
the public
Afrasia,
for
but I
free?
feel like that name is familiar. Is that in Genshin?
I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
I feel like it's in
That's
Genshin.
fantastic. I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books.
It is?
or a
Okay.
quiet place
Where
to
is it?
read.
I don't remember where it is, but I do remember the
This
name.
very thing has been keeping
Sounds like
me up
a
at
desert
night.
thing.
Let
I
me
feel
get
like it's
straight to my
like something
questions
related to
then.
desert for some reason.
Can you estimate the number of children around here who'd be interested in reading? Besides the usual noise of village pedestrians, are there any other sources of noise in the village? Oh, and have any landslides occurred here recently? And also, where are the spots around the village that have been most affected by wind and erosion?
Let's go, Kaveh.
All right, that should be everything. Badawi, let's go over the budget again.
Kaveh asking the
Keep
important
building
questions.
structure
He
the
is.
same,
He's
but
such a
make
good
the place
architect.
A little bigger, so it'll be able to hold more people and get better natural light. The parts of the project that cost the most will be the insulation and ventilation materials.
Not just Hindu, it got Buddhist, and I've seen a little Jewish too. Really cool. But big chunk of Egypt too. Yeah, the inspiration's everywhere. I love it so much.
Significant changes to the arrangement of the bookshelves, tables, and chairs. I'll go over the specifics of that shortly. I have two plans in mind. Both are pretty minimalist in style, but will provide a very different ambiance from the world outside. Our final
Kaveh sounds more like a structural engineer here. Yeah, he does. It's important to have all the skills of an engineer if you're going to be an architect, though.
Around half a year to complete. Marak has produced a sketch for all of you to see. If everyone's okay with it, then we'll proceed with that as the formal plan.
Got a design plan already?
The inspiration just came to me naturally. All I did was put thoughts to paper.
Kaveh, you're
I
amazing.
must give you credit, though. If it weren't for your advice and suggestions, I probably wouldn't have landed on this new style.
Yeah,
so
Middle Eastern
quickly.
melting pot, yeah.
According to the traditions of my profession, I should probably name this style after you. Let's call it the Traveler style.
Silicon style, no way.
Let's look forward to
Thank
the
you,
day when
Kaveh.
this building is completed and can finally open its doors.
Let's go. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at them all. That looks so cute. I'm gonna go find that location. The Hange Afrisab. Where is that? Where is that? Am I blind? I'm blind. Is it in here? I forget where it is. Oh, it's at Mount Damavand? Is it this area in the middle here? Oh, I didn't mean to completely exit the map. Where is it? Where is it? What thing's it nearby so I know where to look? Tuniki Hollow. Oh, you mean the Gate of Conria. That. The Gate of Conria, right? Okay, yeah. I remember the Gate of... Oh, yeah, there it is. I just said it right there. Hange Afrisab, yeah. Where the Gate of Conria is. What do you want to talk about with that? It is very interesting. We got two more things, two more endings to go to. Alright, so we got split path here, so we'll go up here. To go follow the boy again. 2026, mark my words. Alright, I'm looking forward to it then. To go through the door. Birdman. There we go. Hello, Badawi.
We meet? Huh? That's what we wanted to ask.
Okay, we've done this.
Or a library? I've heard that the
You're right. The
On
desert is
this?
too. And what's more, all I know is I don't have much longer left on this world. I didn't want you to
the point that you even...
When I first, someone agreed. After that, I spent a while.
Done all
By the
this,
way,
done all this.
Just, I ran into someone. He said that he had... And after that, he... According to him...
Those kinds of.
It's alright. Ultimately, neither of our Yeah, you'll... Anyway,
That's what I would. I've done the math. So,
By...
to be honest, all I want is to build this life. A while
July
ago,
19, 2026?
I
I'd love it if an
noticed
update came out on my
life. So
birthday. That'd be
even
fun.
if
Yeah, my father passed... I'm sure a child. But let's bring... Building it accord... Sponsor the project?
Yeah.
You mean...
Sponsors
convince
this time.
wealthy merchants to join our
Uh-oh, are we gonna
cause?
get Dory
Then pool their
involved?
money together to build the library?
Honestly, don't think they'll go to Conria right away.
Does make sense.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat with you. Like, I think like we'll have a bit of a break before Conria. I mean, I made a video about it, so
If we can find others
I think we'll have like a little bit of a break first.
potentially increase the size of the building.
I am very
by
excited for
2 or
Conria, though.
threefold.
It's all fine with me. But where do you think we'll be able to find these sponsors?
Gotta see to that, Bruno, yeah.
You're right. If I really think about it, I'm not too familiar.
Imagine they have a statue of the 7 there having the light element. Well, they're gonna have something to give us elements, but I don't think they'll have a statue of the 7 because they didn't have a god.
Her? Hard pass. With her shrewd and greedy personality, she would never put Mora into something like this.
Maybe she can connect us with some of her contacts.
Now there's an idea. She probably won't say no if all she'll need to do is to make some introductions instead of spending Mora. Let's go and pay her a visit.
Conria having statue of the 7 having Paimon as the god, that'd be cursed, yeah. Again, I think it's unlikely that it will even have a statue of the 7 because there's no god jurisdiction down there, like kind of like Uncle Nomiya. But I'm excited to see it anyways. Imagine a Celestia patch character, how broken would that be when we get the 4 shades playable? Oh my goodness. That is going to be absolutely broken, isn't it? Where's my playable Istaroth? Hello, Padisadas. I've been waiting for Istaroth for so long. I want more mentions of her. I want to see her.
Oh, now here's
Hey, Dory.
an unexpected guess. What brings you to the Palace of Alcazar's right?
We want your money.
When I saw Kaveh, I almost
Give
thought
us your
it was
money.
that kind of look again. Sadly
Give me
for you,
Venti's mama, I
there's
know.
only a few more
Might be
days
statue of the series. It would be
before
interesting,
you
yeah.
Mora.
Yeah, but again, I don't think Conria was a nation without a god. No god in the first place, so.
You're literally living in an object dar.
Excuse me.
Your mind is still fixated on
I think it'll be
nothing
more
but
like
Mora?
Uncle Nomiya.
What is the point of wealth, anyway? Is your happiness entirely dependent on your hoard of
Maybe there'll be
cold,
statues of like
emotionless Mora?
Odin. You know, King of Conria.
Extremely valuable, you see. If you don't keep your mind on it, your Mora may
Or what if it is a
just
statue of the
somebody
Abyss
else's
sibling?
pockets. If you ask me, this
Because
place is still way too empty.
they were in
Just give
Conria.
me some time and I'll fill it to the brim with lots and lots of
Did you guys see the
Mora.
Admodius Easter egg? I did, yes.
Hopeless.
Right below Celestia, there's the 7 floating Animo slimes, and there's the goat, which references Asmodeus, the demon Asmodeus, which is also the name of the unknown god in the game's code. Interesting.
Oh, so you have an actual reason to visit me?
Istroth versus the Feeble Scholar. The Feeble Scholar would definitely win.
Merchants? Why? Is there some kind of
Smash
business
Asmo. What do you mean by that, Ollie? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I see. So you're
Oh, I'm guessing you're talking about the goat.
Bell.
You accidentally killed the goat.
Interested in something like this. Still, you
Yeah, I
wouldn't
can show
refuse
you.
to
I can
make
show you
some
guys the
introductions for us,
Easter
would
egg
you?
soon. Not in that way. I meant yeah, I get that now. I was really confused. I was like, what are you telling me?
Fee? You mean just for
I was like, what are you telling
introductions?
me?
Of course. Making introductions means using my connections and putting my reputation on the
Asmodeus,
line.
that's very interesting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For something so important.
And she could be a shade too.
So long, though, I'll give you a huge
Hit it with the sleepy girl, Layla. Oh no.
About 500,000 Mora.
500,000?
Not mentioning her name for 4 years was very hard. Yeah.
I guess that's okay. But why are you
Like it's
charging
in the
a fee
game's
before
code, so I
we've
feel
even
like,
secured
oh,
any
if it's in the
funding?
game's code, then
That just doesn't seem
fine. I think it's
right.
like Asmodee in the code, not
Besides, by helping
Asmodeus,
us
but
out,
like
you'd be doing a great
it's
service to the
derived from the name.
Republic.
Like some of the
Can
demon
you
god's
take your
name in
mind off
Genshin's
your
are
work
like
even for just 1 second and focus on something far more important?
Hagentis from Hagentai, or Orobashi from Orobas.
Very
Like
well.
there's
Since
still
you're
like
so
some
passionate about this project,
changes to
I'll
them.
help you out
Yeah,
with
variant.
the
Asmodee's still a variant of the spelling. Oh, okay,
Business
interesting.
partners came by earlier today to discuss
Have you seen the shorts of the people crashing the goat wedding? I don't want them to crash the goat wedding. I was actually this morning I saw Bran accidentally crash it.
It'll be-
I was like, no, the goats.
You can wait here. I'll bring them over to you.
The goat wedding was so cute though, wasn't it? It was adorable. Let's talk to the merchants.
Dory gave us a brief introduction about the two of you. You are Kaveh, the renowned architect, and you are
The goat wedding's Easter egg too? Oh, really?
Practically
What's it
all of
referencing?
that has heard of you by now. To be frank, I don't feel like there's an
Wait a minute, how
obvious
many squirrels
business
we're watching? There's
opportunity
4.
here, but since Dory took
4
the time to
squirrels.
introduce you,
6
we
pygmies.
spent some time
Interesting.
to have a
I really need to
conversation.
read 6 pygmies
So,
again, refresh
let's
myself
hear
on the
your
lore.
idea.
You sent the goat into the Narsen Christ Tower? No! The poor goat! The poor goat! What'd he do? What'd he do?
So it's
Dory, the epitome of capitalism she is, yeah?
Correct.
She is definitely the epitome of capitalism.
Fees will likely be very low. You should be careful.
I'm not too concerned about how much I'll get for the commission fees, actually. I'm fine with doing it for free.
Me repeating
I just
history,
want
oh
to get
yeah.
this project rolling as soon as possible. We're just a little short on funding.
It's gonna be interesting.
So what? You can't possibly expect that we just cover the shortfall for you. Besides, what does a library in the desert have to do with us? If you want to build it yourself with your own Mora.
Reddit by
Seems
can't
simple
speak of its
enough to
contents
me.
as Hoyo keeps it in jail. Oh yeah, it's true.
to be so harsh.
It is true.
They are Dory's associates after all.
No, Holly, no! No!
Tell us a bit more
No.
about what we can gain from sponsoring this project. So we'd mostly be doing it for reputation and exposure?
Yeah, it'd be good for you guys. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on, Rhubarb. I'm calling you Rhubarb. You're a plant. He's got my Elytra. Hell yeah.
For myself,
Hell
I
yeah.
have nothing in the desert.
Get the Elytra. Fly around.
Also have a concern.
Rhubarb ain't so bad. That's true, yeah. She's
There's
pretty
not
good.
much to profit from in the short term, but in the long term, the reputation gain also doesn't sound like it'd offset the cost of the sponsorship.
Fair.
How about this? What if, instead of building a single library, we commit to an entire complex of buildings dedicated to culture and education?
Fun.
Wouldn't that just cost more?
Yes. But in that case... Mr. Kaveh, please tell
Gonna go
us
now.
how
Well, thank you
can
for
we
hanging out, Ollie. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
I'll just
Have a
give an
nice day.
example.
Thank you for hanging out.
If we were to build a library and
One of the other
school
boys I'd
near
like
our
to
village,
feed
then
the
desert
Rispalon
dwellers
tiger.
will
Fair
naturally
enough.
begin to migrate towards the area.
Give him,
A whole suite
you
of
give him the
buildings will be able
Rispalon
to
treatment.
host more traffic, and thus drive the economic development of the entire area. In turn, that would lead to direct business opportunities. I've been to the desert several times.
Yeah.
Although there are still many lingering tensions between the two regions, the amount of interaction has been steadily increasing, and in the long term, the desert will only become more and more important to Sumeru.
True.
You do have a point.
Education in the desert is indeed an industry that has not been tapped into. If we can be the first to place stakes in the area.
Yeah.
And you just believe anything he tells you?
I don't like you,
Even
Tipu.
the greenest amateurs know that urban planning will affect population flow. If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone on the street to confirm it to you.
Big brain, Kaveh. You don't seem to think about your questions very thoroughly before speaking.
Hey, why are you starting to sound like I'll hate them?
Wait, something just occurred to me.
I am Al-Hatham now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Al-Hatham now.
Aru Village would obviously be the best place for it. But it seems we're not the only ones with our eyes on the village. I heard a rumor a while back saying a lot of land and buildings in Aru Village have already been secretly purchased by a big-name merchant.
Interesting.
What?
What?
In other words, if we try to join the fray now, there won't be much left for us. If we want to build a suite of buildings focused on education and culture, Aru Village is the prime location. If we want to build it anywhere else, we'll have to deal with a far larger list of problems. It's not impossible, I suppose, but...
Then there's no hurry. We can wait for Aru Village to develop more first and get into the market for expansion to other areas.
But if you were to do that...
Is there nothing else to discuss? Great timing! I pretty much heard all
I don't
want
like you,
to hear.
Tipu.
If there are no other urgent matters, I'll be on
I agree.
my way.
We'll throw him to the tigers.
I'll be off as well. If you have any new ideas, please feel free to reach out.
It seems like the others are not interested in funding this, so no point in me doing this on my own.
Oh.
Let's
Damn.
revisit this another time.
Hey, guys, wait!
Oh.
Well, what can I say? I guess it went somewhat as
Not Dory trying to commercialize and gentrify our village. I mean, it's Dory. What do you expect?
As soon as they... Yeah, it's just another day doing business with people. But I can never get used to that. Those people never think of anyone other than themselves.
True.
Looks like we'll have to figure out some other way to get the funding. Let's go.
Oh.
How did the meeting go? Want to talk about it?
Oh, going over to talk to Dory now. Uh-oh.
Oh, where did all that passion go from earlier, I take it you weren't able to find a sponsor for your project?
Please don't tell me that you're here to mock us.
What kind of person do you take me for? Would the kind and generous Lord Sakuma Bay really do such a thing?
Yeah.
I will say, though, I more or less expected this outcome even before I introduced them to you. You can try to talk.
Yeah, she tried to worm her way out of paying the food bill event like, yeah, this is legal. Give me the 30,000 Mora.
This project is high investment with slow returns. No sane person would put their money into this.
But this isn't just a business project, right?
Yeah.
So if you already knew no one would want to partner with us, why did you still try to charge me 500,000 Mora? You scammer!
You might want to remember who your creditor is before you start talking like that, Kaveh.
I'll pay back every last coin that I still owe you, but that's a completely different matter.
Alright, since you're so devastated about
You aren't scamming in Xiaolumi's house, but yeah, it's true. That would be like, give the money.
famous merchant in all of Sumeru.
Yeah, Kave's not holding back today. He's not holding back.
Really? I would like to sincerely
Okay, maybe he is.
apologize for my attitude just now. So, where would we be meeting this merchant?
Follow me. Oh, I suppose both of you can come.
Okay. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? You shouldn't hold back, yeah. Fair enough. Come on, Kaveh. You're Sinister, welcome on in. It's going pretty good doing Kaveh's Hangout event today. Having a lot of fun with it. Right now, we're meeting with Dory, so it's gonna go fun, isn't it? Hope you're doing well, though. Welcome on in.
The most famous merchant in Sumeru. Well, where are they?
You still don't get it, huh? The most famous merchant in Sumeru?
That food, it does look so good, doesn't it?
Huh? So you met yourself all along? Then why did you bring us here?
Where's the little Morix? Want to see the little Morix? I'll go get him.
Some thought,
I'll go
the
get him.
complex of education and culture buildings that you mentioned.
Here he is. Here he is. I got him. There we go.
And I'll have to fund it all on my own, but that's not really a problem for me.
There he is.
Seriously? Where's this generosity coming from so suddenly? Are you trying to scam me again?
The reasons are not important. What's important is that I'm willing to help you.
Okay.
However, you know just as well as me that once this project actually breaks ground, it'll start sucking Mora from my pockets like crazy. So...
Dory, behave. The deity you worship is here. It's true. Oh, yeah. Right here. Behave.
I get it. I won't charge any commission fees, and I'll take responsibility for the entire project.
Little Morix, part of the family. He's my boy.
Then let's sign the contract right away.
He's my boy.
This way, the children of the desert will have some books to read. Their lives should improve a bit after this.
I'm rather pleased.
Of course, there are a few things better.
Random note, Indian food. I like my second more favorite cuisine. So good. It is pretty good, isn't it? I do like Indian food.
Dory. I used to say you only cared about Mora, which might have been some prejudice on my part. Sorry for that. I will also try to pay back my debts as soon as possible.
Let's go,
Now, let's have
Kaveh.
a quick discussion. Where would you want the library to be built? That will be the most important building.
Yeah.
There's no rush. I'll provide you with a copy of the deed when we get back. You can just use the address on the document to find the lot.
Huh? The deed?
You don't mean...
So hold on a sec. The person who has been buying up everything around Aru Village was you all along?
Of course it was her.
My, did I not tell you about that? Yep, yours truly has been buying up all the land. I must thank you for bringing your ideas to me. Before our conversation, I had no idea what to build on all those lots.
Of course.
So, from my perspective...
Other than dragons and characters, what do you guys want to see now? And I want to see big fights. Big fights. It's the Nation of War. I want to see big fights.
What about my commission fees?
Huh? Didn't you waive those yourself? I was just gonna say that to Kakas. We mustn't procrastinate and should start construction as soon as possible. But before I could finish my sentence, you volunteered to waive your commission fees and even promised to take responsibility for the whole project from start to finish. I'm so touched, really.
It's obvious that you used every trick in the book to deceive me. You deliberately paused for a long time while talking about the project and kept glancing at me with that menacing look in your eyes.
Huh? You really think so? Well, the contract's already been signed, so there's no point in dwelling on the details. You know what? I'll pay for tonight's dinner.
Oh, poor Kaveh.
Fine, I'll drop the argument on the commission fees. But since you said you're
Want to see parrots and iguanas? That'd be really cool, yeah.
Order the best dishes and booze this place has to offer, and lots of it. Tonight, we're feasting until I've recouped my full commission fees.
Let's go, Kaveh. At least it's a cute picture. At least that's cute. Alright, we got one more ending now. One more ending to get to. We have to go all the way back to the tavern. Wow. Okay. Now we have to figure out how to get this last one. Unless see jaguars as well, that would be really cool. That would be really cool. We need more animal variety. Oh. Apparently you can get up here. I see the Natlan because I just love food fair. I do love the food as well. Food's one of my favorite part of this game. Oh, poor Kaveh. Why are you sad? Alright, now we need to figure out how to get the next thing.
Truly the worst decision. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing?
We've done
Stress
this.
is just an
I think I know
inescapable
what to
part of
do to
being
get
a
to
working
it.
adult. Boss, do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Juice. I like juice.
I know you're already keeping this. That guy. Another glass.
You've got it.
It really is, but perhaps getting. I would spend a lot of. I suppose, though, all of this makes.
Here's your drink.
Boss?
The meaning of. Anyway, I don't know.
What do you think? Exactly. In Sumeru, it's too bad.
You want a good idea of Natlan food? Look up Brazil, Mexico, Africa, and the Caribbean. Oh yeah, they have good foods.
Sounds great. A different career.
Yeah,
I
okay,
see.
so this must be the final
That's
path.
not a bad idea. I think I've heard a saying somewhere before. 80% of a working adult's woes are due to not having enough mora in the bank.
Yeah.
It's just a saying, of course, but even I will admit that my life would be a lot better if I could make additional mora. And
I mean,
if
it'd always
want
be
to make
helpful.
mora, I should finish that ridiculous commission. But I really can't find it in me to go back and talk to him right now.
Lots of seafood, veggies, and strong flavors, and spice. Oh yeah, there's a lot of
Just remembered that I used
spice.
to have a senior classmate by the name of Alkami. If memory serves me right, he's no longer taking private commissions, but he's still doing pretty well for himself.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be able to get some advice from him. Yeah, I should get on this right away. No more
Let's go,
wine for me
Kaveh.
today. I'll grab the bill and be on my way.
Let's go. Alright. So we gotta go meet his friend up by Port Ormos. Vendrograna, the key to dispelling the withering. Jerk chicken. The only jerk chicken I know is from the Tally Hall internet show, where there's a guy in a chicken costume who's a jerk. So he's jerk chicken.
Skyward! Scatter!
Hello, Kaveh's friend. And chocolate, by the way. Oh, yes.
Kaveh, it's you. It's been a while.
Hello,
What have
Alkami.
you been up to recently?
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things haven't changed much for me. I'm still taking private commissions for all kinds of projects.
I heard that you were the genius behind the Palace of Alcazazare. I bet you're all set for Mora after a project of that size.
Well, it's hard to make a profit from every project, you know?
Yeah.
Hard to make a profit. You've got to be joking. I've never met an architect who didn't make a profit.
If they have
from a
plantains ingredient, I love dishes with them. Oh, yeah.
The client fled before they paid.
When you see the memory for this ending, let the traveler's drawing. It's funny. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Red Rocks. I want to see the drawing.
Reputation in our local business circles. I don't think she's ever been involved in any kind of big scandal.
Well, about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was complicated.
I understand. Either way, doing one project after another sure gets exhausting over the years, huh?
Yeah.
I've been there, so I can feel your pain. I obviously never had your reputation to live up to. That must have been stressful. But I'm sure we faced all the same problems. Trying to keep your client in a good mood while you're trying to stop them from micromanaging things they don't know the first thing about.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. Thankfully, that's all behind me now.
Start a new career?
Not exactly. My work is still closely related to architecture. Judging from the look on your face, you're still strapped for Mora.
Chocolate comes from Central and South America. Chocolate is even used as money by the tribe, so robbing a chocolate orchard was like robbing a bank. Wow. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. What I do know about chocolate, it's funny that if you have like raw cacao powder and people don't know, like you like, here, have some chocolate, and they have it, they're like, oh, just unsalted, it's unsweetened rather, not unsalted, unsweetened. Just rock cacao powder.
What if
It's so
I
funny.
told you about
I
an
might be a little
idea
gremlin.
that'll absolve you of all your Mora troubles going forward.
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top-level business secret. Are you sure you can just share something like that with me? Besides, I don't want to just take
Hot chocolate's
something like
also
that
invented by the
without
tribes.
offering
Yes,
anything
I
in
love
return.
hot chocolate. One of
I
my
still have a little
favorites.
Mora. Or is there something that I can help you with?
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from
Nope.
the others sooner or later.
A little more X needs a friend here. Have my 3D printed octopus on your head.
I recently opened up a training center with the goal of educating people in architecture design.
Little
Compared to
3D
the
printed
classes taught by
octopus.
those old
If you guys weren't here at the
farmers of
beginning of stream, I showed off my little 3D printed octopus that I made.
and streamlined
Look at him.
and will allow people to quickly get
He's
their
so
foot
cute.
in the door. Unlike the
He jiggles around too. It's adorable. I love him.
who's interested, rich or poor.
And I'm back on his
If
podium.
someone wishes to learn more about architecture, I'll accept them into my training center.
Hate seafood? Well, that's good because they won't eat each other. They're friends.
So, what do you say? Interested in coming over?
They're friends, so they won't eat each other, so it's good.
Regardless of the pay, I can already guarantee that it'll be far more comfortable than working on random.
They're
people's
friends,
private
not
commissions.
food.
Ah, so you want me
I
to
plan
put
on
you as
printing the
an
Gnosis
instructor?
today. And when I'm still waiting for the primer to come in, I'm planning to
Sounds like
paint them.
something I'd be able to do. It sounds like a pretty stable job, too. What do you think, Traveler?
I think you can give it a go.
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal. Thank you, Alkami.
Like I said, there's no need to thank me for this. The lecture room is not far from here, so you can just come straight here tomorrow morning.
Okay.
As for the pay, how about we start at 300,000 Mora per lecture?
Wow.
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer so much?
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic worth. 300,000.
Hey, Kaveh. You're amazing. Which nation's first web printer? I'm going to start with the Animonos. I'm just going to go in order. I'm just going to go in order with those. Then after I do the Gnosis, I'm going to start printing out the pieces to put together the mist splitter. Oh, yeah.
To understand your true value in the market.
He's a bit sus.
Go make some preparations now. See you tomorrow.
He's a bit sus. I hope it's
I was never
okay.
particularly close with Alkami when we were in school. Who would have thought that he'd be so nice and
Never
friendly?
particularly close.
I've hosted
Yeah.
free lectures before, but this would be my first time.
More
being
excited
hired to
seafood. He
lecture
took killing
for
us out personally. That is true.
300,000 Mora per lecture.
I'll join you for the
Thanks so
lecture.
much. I think I will be able to relax.
He is a
bit
bit
more
sus,
with a
though.
friend in the audience. Now, what should I talk about tomorrow? Some lessons I've learned over the past few years? I should probably save those for later. For my first lecture, I should start by getting them more interested in the field.
I would love to have someone like Kaveh as a teacher,
Let's meet
honestly.
here again tomorrow morning.
That'd be so
I should hurry
fun.
home and create some kind of lesson plan. If I'm going to become an instructor, I should make sure I show up prepared.
Alright, wait until after 7. I'm right, old Natlan going to be all human sacrifice and stuff? That'd be interesting. I'm not... I hope it's not references to that, because in history we learned about human sacrifice and I passed out. I'm not even lying, I passed out. So...
Oh, I didn't expect you two to get here so early.
I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't fall asleep. Here,
Aw,
I
Kaveh,
prepared
you're
a
so
lesson
cute.
plan. Do you want to take a look?
Lesson plan? I must commend you for your dedication. The training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Instead of using your own plan, you can just use what we have here. Of course, you're always welcome to work in some of your own content to add some fun and flavor.
Take a look at the materials.
Sure, be my guest.
Okay.
It's almost time for the lecture to start. Feel free to head in and start the class whenever you're ready.
Huh. So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. Seems like I won't need the stuff I've prepared after all. Anyway,
You're offering to the guards, hot out while still being kind of sacrificing Genshin. I'd be very surprised. Yeah, but then again, Genshin lore has some pretty dark stuff. So,
No need to stress.
possible.
There are only 20 people in this class. There are 14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, the first class has the best grades, so I've directed them to you. We'll see how well they take to your lectures.
20 people, huh? All right.
Oh yeah, definitely not in a
I think I can
cutscene.
handle that.
Definitely won't be in a cutscene, but in the lore,
One last thing.
anything's
In the
possible.
interest of keeping a quiet learning
Anything's
schedule,
possible.
only instructors
Also, the
and
sun's starting to
students
come
are
out.
in
Hang
the
on.
classroom when class is in session. I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside while you teach.
There we go. There we go. That's better lighting.
Sorry about that. I'll meet you at the door when the class is over then.
Have fun in class, Kaveh. Yeah, but Alkami does seem a little bit sus. Let's go ask around.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, Alkami? You mean that rich guy who's been making quite the name for himself? Yeah, he commissioned a set of furniture from me a while back. Paid a great deal of mora for it, too. I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's opened a training center so others can follow in his footsteps.
Okay.
If the tuition wasn't sky high, I'd enroll my child in a heartbeat. Architecture really sounds like a lucrative profession.
Did you hear? Alkami recruited Kaveh to be an instructor.
I could see them mentioning it. I'm not sure if they would show. Yeah, I agree with you. And welcome in, Morning Mist. Hope you're doing well.
You jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alkami was never that talented himself as an architect. If we're just talking about professional skill, no one would pay for a class with him.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those that can pass its entrance exam. So only a few people could hope to study architecture in the halls of the Kasharwar.
Yeah.
For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the mora.
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
Hey.
All right, everyone. There's no need to be nervous. Class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture.
Uh-oh.
Did I scare anybody?
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh. We were just a bit lost and didn't get what you were talking about.
Something happened, Kaveh?
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's materials, so I flipped through some pages and gave them a closer look. The more I read, the more upset I became.
Oh?
Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. The materials he made are completely useless for teaching real architecture.
Why do you say that?
In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability to craft a design. In other words, they must be able to conceptualize ideas.
Yeah.
There are tens of thousands of buildings in the
Who
world,
just doesn't know what
as
it's
well as a
doing,
countless number
Alkami.
of architectural styles. Some designs emphasize aesthetics, while others prioritize practicality.
Yeah.
The architects who can critically evaluate the quality and fit of different designs are those who can come up with great designs of their own. But you won't get any of that from the teaching materials they're using here. All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. They are learning nothing about the underlying principles. How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a pitiful smattering of architectural knowledge.
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you threw away the materials either. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works of art. We just want to make some mora.
You're studying architecture to make mora?
Come on, man.
Why else would we be studying here?
Passion?
My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. Once I finally make my fortune in architecture...
I'm making buildings one flock and killer seriously injured. Yeah, exactly. It requires dedication and a lot of work.
The reality is that the work of an architect is very difficult. and the pay is not lucrative at all. Believe me, I'm a perfect example.
But how? Mr. Alkami just told us last night that you made a killing by building the Palace of Alcazarzare. He also said that as long as we graduate from his class, waves upon waves of people will reach out to us with private commissions, and we can just sit back and wait for Mora to fill up our pockets. It won't be long before I can put these miserable days behind me.
Come on. And you all believed everything he said?
But
Yeah, it's much more complicated than that.
really rich, isn't
And not just about looks, it's backbreaking and a lot of math and physics, yeah.
It's pointless trying to argue this with you right now. You've already filled your heads with pipe dreams. Let's go, traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's true plans from the man himself.
Yeah, let's go confront the nerd.
What's wrong, Kaveh? You look quite flustered. Did one of my students offend you? Were the students not astute enough for your liking? I must implore you to go a bit easier on them.
I was about to pick architecture as a course of study. Luckily, I picked something I'm more interested in. Fair enough. Fair enough.
We don't need to strive for perfect understanding. As long as some knowledge has been passed on, that's good enough.
Yeah, I'm mad at them. But I'm even more upset that you're scamming people under the guise of teaching them about architecture. The students are all here hoping for a quick way to make money. But we both know that an architect's life is hard and exhausting. Just a little while ago, I was toiling over the 6th draft of a design for a client.
Yeah, exactly.
If your client is unhappy, you can't break ground. And the longer a project goes, the longer it takes for you to get paid in full. What's worse, if your client disappears in the middle of a project, good luck getting anything from them ever again.
Yeah.
You know all of this just as well as I do. Why lie to them?
Look, Kaveh, you may be the light of Ksharawar, but like I said, you still have a lot to learn about making Mora. You may deny it all you want, but it's a fact that in today's Sumeru, architecture is a terrible profession. Our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our designs. Instead of appreciating us, they
I was in college for graphic communications, but I ended up similar situation to Kaveh. Yeah. Hope you're doing alright, though.
Kinds of ridiculous ideas onto us.
I suppose that's more or less true. Go on.
Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding? If the field is dying, then a person who still wants to make
Yeah, I hope things have turned out for the better as well.
Change their strategy. If it's near impossible to make money as an architect, then why not just establish a training center and train other people to become architects in our stead?
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you just leading them into the same trap?
We are already stuck, my friend. The more people we can lead into this pit and stack as padding beneath our feet, the more...
Kaveh rubbed me the wrong way when he released. I saw an 18-year-old naive doormat me. Yeah, I get that.
That's right. And making money as an architect is a slow and agonizing process. In comparison, earning tuition from a training center is far easier.
Oh, so he's scamming everyone. Yeah, I don't like him.
Will ever know, however. In their eyes, all of my income was earned during my years as an architect. It's easy for them to fall for my promise. After all, everyone wants to live the dream of being the person who...
By now, very good. Very happy to hear that.
The more students I get, the more money I earn. And the more real that dream becomes.
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out the truth about architecture and struggle to stay afloat amid all the problems we already talked about.
Yeah.
When that happens, your facade will pop like a soap bubble. No one will believe you anymore.
Ah, but that's just one way to look at the problem. No two people have the same amount of talent. Even if they fail to strike gold in the future, you can't say that it's my fault and mine alone.
I can and I will, because it is your fault, Alkami. I blame you. You did this. You did this.
All I did was nudge them towards that belief. I'm not even scared if they do come back and stir up trouble. My training center has all the required permits and certifications.
Grew a backbone. I got tired of being a doormat, betrayed and used just like Kaveh. Yeah, I'm proud of you for that.
Part of my business.
How do you stand up for yourself, you know?
How can you sleep at night knowing that you're doing all this? Tell me, is your heart carved out of brick and stone? I can't believe that I once saw you as a decent human being. I am beyond disappointed in you.
And the same goes to you. How many years has it been since you graduated from the academia? If you still
Kaveh is spitting facts. I love Kaveh.
Do you just plan on keeping that worthless naivete of yours until the end of time? Only fools will see art as revered and sacred. In the end, art is just another business. Being successful at running a business is an art form in itself. I urge you to think about what I've said.
Well, I want to punch you right in the face, nerd.
Is the only way a person can live.
Nothing pisses me off seeing good people being mistreated. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I don't like this guy. I hate him. I hate this guy. I'm gonna punch him. Actually, I'll just send you. Go, attack.
To improve the circumstances of your own life. Think it over, Kaveh.
Pass me my sword.
Could be very fruitful.
I got him. Lightsabers.
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing more I can say to him. Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at this center, he would be able to use my name to advertise this place.
Yeah.
Even if I just sit back.
Yeah, the guy deserves a bonk.
Others will be deceived and
Bonk.
suffer because of me. He is right about one thing, though. These kinds of training centers are everywhere. And even if the academia was to find out about it, it's unlikely that they would take any real action against it.
Yeah.
The most that they could accuse him of is false advertising. And even that would be hard to prove. Oh? Did you notice something else? Yeah, you've got a point.
Yeah.
The rate he gave me was 300,000 mora per lecture. That probably came out of the students' tuition.
Honestly, art shouldn't be treated as money-making method. Art is beautiful and meaningful. Art brings joy to many people. I truly understand Kaveh, Neil, and others have been turned down due to their passion for art. Yeah, exactly. Art, people who just use art for money, it's just, I don't like it. It should be for passion and make it beautiful.
The students didn't believe a word I was telling them. They're still daydreaming about making millions. We're never going to get any information from them again if we let Alkami talk to them first. Let's move now before he's had the chance to react.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, Mr. Kaveh? What are you doing back here?
Class finished a while ago, but you're still here. Why haven't you gone home?
I wanted to stay for a little longer. I'm still thinking about everything you taught during the class. Even though a lot of it went right over my head, I still thought the houses you drew were really...
As an artist, I see no harm in using art as a career, but when it's mistreated, I get angry. Yeah, like, doing it as a career is fine, but, like, if, like, the only reason you're doing it is to just make money and, like, you're, like, tricking people to, like, make more money, like, no, dude. Like, the NFTs, that stuff was awful.
Instead of rote memorization, you should try to relate and to
It was just awful.
And after that, try to resonate with the work.
Resonate?
Oh, God.
Yes. When I first got into architecture, there were many things about it that I couldn't understand at all. I would find a building to be beautiful, but have no idea what made it so good.
Yeah.
And for most people, just being able to admire a building is enough. To become a good architect, however, you must also learn to assess and appraise.
Yeah.
Going from admiration to assessment will take a lot of time and specialized knowledge, and I'm afraid that some superficial speed training won't be enough to take you there.
Just as I thought. Becoming an architect won't be as easy as Mr. Alkami made it out to be, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. All I want to tell you is that an architect's life is not as carefree and easy.
You know, many artists are scared by the AI stuff and everything, but times are changing. I see no harm. AI is just a tool. Still needs a human to operate. Yeah, but still, like, I don't like... AI should be used... AI is a good thing for certain things. Like, for, like, science and stuff, that's good. It's good for that. But for art, like, no. No, I don't think it should be used in art.
Sorry. I can't say anything more. Mr. Okami made it very clear that anyone who talks about it will be kicked out of the class.
Oh?
Don't listen to him. I am the most famous architect in Sumeru. If he kicks you out, then I'll just take you in instead.
Art and voice where I draw the line with AI. Yeah, I don't like when people use AI to do art and voices. Like,
You have some talent.
like at that point, just doing it for money and stuff. It's like because they don't want to spend their money to like commission work or voice actors and stuff. They just yeah, I don't like it.
Truth be told, my family is not very well off.
The academia said knowledge over art, but art is a way to express knowledge and passion and creativity. So the academia was dumb in that time of the art conquest. That is true, yeah. That is true.
He knew a merchant by the name of Bahar and that we could get a loan from him. He told all the students that once we graduate, people would come flocking to commission us for projects. If everything went well, we'd be able to pay off everything in just a few years, and all the more we make after that would be ours.
How much did your family borrow from this merchant?
I think it was several million mora.
And what was the interest rate?
I'm not really sure. My parents were the ones who signed the contract.
Oh god.
All I know is that the stack of papers was as thick as a slab of rock.
Something doesn't feel right about all this.
I have a bad feeling, too. Something about the whole thing feels dastardly familiar. We need to find that merchant to confirm. But if we were to confront him right now, there's no way he'd admit to anything.
You can pretend to be potential customers.
Hey, tell me, do you know where we'd be able to find this merchant?
We last saw him on the north shore of Port Ormos. Who knows if he's still in that area, though.
Well, it'd still be worth taking a look. Architecture... No. The arts shouldn't be used as bait for a scam.
Yeah.
We need to do something before the students' lives are ruined even further.
Let's go, Kaveh. Gotta go over here now. Thing is, AI is still a tool and people are just unsure where it goes, but laws are being placed to help out. Yeah. Like, it still can be good for, like, math and science and, like, that sort of stuff, but, like, art and music and voice acting, it shouldn't be used for that. Like, it shouldn't be used to replace jobs like that.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you guys before. Here for business?
Yep.
You're Fahar, right?
Yes. May I ask who introduced you?
Alkami. My friend here wants to enroll in his architecture class, but they're a bit short on money. Alkami told us you're the man to go to in this kind of situation.
Really interested in architecture.
Sounds like his business is booming. How much do you need?
Let me see. I'd say around 3 million mora.
Oof. You call that a bit short on money? Anyway, since you're here because of Alkami, I can work things out for you. Make sure you sign the contract, though. Lots of people are borrowing money from me nowadays.
What contract?
Here you go. Don't worry, there's nothing particularly unusual.
Okay, you saying that makes me think there's something particularly unusual about it, man. Come on.
Within 3 years.
And what if they won't be able to pay it back?
What do you mean, won't be able to pay it back? Once you graduate from Alkami's place, you'll be making millions of mora a year. Easy! At that point, paying this off will be a piece of cake. And even if you were to run into some difficulties and need to delay the installments, it's no big deal. We're all reasonable people here. If you can't pay quickly, you can just pay it back over a longer period. All that would change is your interest rates would get a little higher. It's hard work running a business. If we're taking risks to supply you with mora, it's only fair that you take on a bit of the financial risk as well. Anyway, there's no point in tying yourself in knots over the contract. With the way you're reading every single line, it's like you're worried you're about to get scammed out of your whole life savings. Why would I lie to you?
Because we are.
Tons of students at Alkami's place have signed the contract. Aren't they all doing pretty well for themselves?
Don't like him.
I just did some calculations in my head. When you say the interest will get a little higher, do you mean it'll get higher than 30%? Of course, the contract did a great job of trying to obfuscate that fact. It only listed the amount that you'll have to repay every day, which gives the false impression that the amount hasn't actually increased by all that much.
Would you like a hydro bowl? Let's give it to him.
However, it's clear that the amount you need to pay on interest alone will amount to hundreds of thousands of mora per year. Most people
Let's
can't
go,
even make that
Kaveh.
much
Big brain
mora in a
moment.
year. Your greed really knows no bounds. Even my creditor doesn't dare to raise rates that high. Once a family's signed on to a scheme like this, there's no getting out.
What are you trying to say, huh?
I mean to put you in jail for your crimes. The Matra will happily answer that question.
I figured something was off when two well-dressed people came looking for a loan. Think you got the better of me? Too many people are sticking...
Get all that math in his head? Oh yeah, Kaveh's a genius. We love him.
Luckily for me, though, this is a pretty secluded spot. Hey, come out and teach these guys a lesson!
Eremites? I've already fought off more than my fair share of them when I was working in the desert.
Oh yeah.
There are only a few of them, so they shouldn't pose much of a threat. Marak, you're up!
There is no escape! Shower me with praise!
Come at me!
Still breathing. You won this one.
Ah, that was easy.
Who are you and what do you want? I don't think we've done anything to hurt or offend you, so why go this far to destroy my livelihood?
Debt has the power to upend your whole life. I know very well just how miserable living in debt can be. But my debts are the culmination of many different factors, and my interest rate is still somewhat reasonable. As long as I continue to work with my situation in mind, my debts will eventually be paid off.
Yeah.
But these students are different. They have neither the mental preparation nor the financial resources to pay back a debt like this. You sold the dreams of becoming an architect to the students as bait, urging them to take on insurmountable amounts of debt.
Kaveh, future head of Sumeru College, yes.
Ha! Everyone knows there's no such thing as a free lunch. It's their own fault for falling into the trap. And if we're going to talk about greed, aren't those students the ones who are blinded by it? They completely...
No excuse, man.
And here comes the silver tongue. Surely you use that to reel in the students as well. Even now, many of them are still hopelessly dreaming of striking gold after they graduate. People grow by learning from their mistakes. I hope this will be a valuable lesson to them. Let's head back to the academia and turn this guy over to the Matra.
Oh yeah.
They should be able to link him with Alkami's business.
Joined by one of Hida says at least he'll stand the biggest chance of placing aside. That's true, yeah. Which would be really cool. Grand Sage Kaveh.
Sino? Didn't think I would run into
we're meeting
you.
Sino.
My vacation just ended not too long ago, so I'm going over some cases at the academia. Who's this?
He's a nerd. We don't like him.
I see. Charging an interest rate over 30% indeed constitutes a crime.
Let's go, Sino.
As it is highly likely that Alkami is also benefiting from this scheme, the Matra will open an investigation on him as well. The training center will be closed until further notice.
Let's go.
Any funds
Sino is our boy. We love
from
him.
the suspects will be returned to the students. It's unclear how much we'll be able to get back, however, given their extravagant spending.
That should still be enough. Once the students realize the error of their ways, they won't fall so easily for such traps in the future.
We love our white-haired lecture boys. It's true. It's true.
I hope this won't be too much trouble for you.
It's no trouble. Just another day at work. How did you two get tangled up in this anyway?
Alkami tried to hire
Did
Kaveh.
you accept any mora from him?
He promised to pay me 300,000 mora per lecture, but I resigned as soon as I finished the first session. I didn't take a single coin.
Ah, that's good.
What do you mean, that's good? Would you have taken me into custody as well if I had actually accepted any mora?
I mean, probably.
I wouldn't have gone that far. But, had he insisted that you were also an active participant in his schemes, under our rules...
I'm actually doing if Sino and Dia of Natlan make narratives. That'd be pretty cool.
As well. Either way, though, I believe you are innocent in all of this, had you actually been alright with making money through less than noble means, your life wouldn't be the mess it currently is.
I mean, he's right.
Hey, what was that? What do you mean my life is a mess?
Never mind. Your life is fine.
You're just messing with me now, aren't you?
Let's get back to business. If Alkami's case can be successfully resolved, you'll be eligible for a monetary reward from the Academia. Don't forget to pick it up after the fact.
Huh. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I never would have guessed. What I'm trying to say is that we didn't report Alkami because we thought we could make some more off of it.
Yeah.
The reward will be given regardless of your personal motivations. It was implemented with the intent of encouraging people to supply tips to the Matra.
Good idea.
Fine.
Is there anything else?
I want to go back to the training center one more time and talk to some of the kids.
Fair enough.
Sure, but you should wait until tomorrow. My subordinates will shut down the center today, and summon the students to gather information on the total amount of Mora they've lost in the scam.
Alright, then I'll stay out of their way. I can talk to the kids tomorrow.
I have a few other things to take care
Not
of.
a bad
so I'll
tactic.
be
Crime
off
Stoppers
for
use
now.
it today. That's true, yeah.
If you want to follow up on this case, just come find me again. Or ask one of the Matra.
That should finally be the end of that. Ugh, who would have thought it would turn out like this? All I wanted was to find a new gig and earn some Mora.
Yeah.
To think Alkami would sink this low, it still makes me really upset. Still, I think I feel a little better now than when you found me back at the tavern.
How so?
It's a little ironic, but you could say it's because I've realized that there are many circumstances in the world that are even worse than my own. Now that I've seen such things firsthand, I suppose I've earned a new sense of appreciation for my life.
Aw.
How should I put it? I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to my profession, so I often argue with my clients. The arguments are usually extremely frustrating, and every once in a while I'd wonder if I only became an architect because fate wanted me to pay for some sins I'd committed in a previous life. Alkami's suggestion would have allowed me to quit my life as an architect and earn money solely from my reputation.
Yeah.
But now that I've experienced
Why he
that
thinks
for
you're too
myself,
rigid when it comes to making
every
Mora.
scholar has their own sense of pride and a line that
You'll
they
get a
don't like to
chance, Kaveh,
cross.
once Mirror goes to shit,
Of
yeah.
course, when faced with the vicissitudes of life, some will surrender these things to seek a more comfortable life. I can understand that. Just speaking for myself, though, I don't think that's something I'd ever be able to do. The voice in my heart would just keep repeating one thing. The moment I turn away from my dreams would be the moment my career ends. If I stopped devoting everything to my creative activities, I'd be able to lead a more comfortable life, but at the same time, my sense of intuition and understanding for the arts would also begin to degrade.
Yeah.
At that point, any materialistic ease I may have gained in life would just become... I appreciate it. You may call me conceited for this, but I would also like to think I'm talented enough to be able to lead a decent life without compromising my pride.
Yeah, you are.
It's certainly not easy, but I want to keep at it.
Let's go,
My
Kaveh.
thanks again for being such a great help throughout all of this. I'm planning to pay another visit to those kids
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I'll come with you.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow then. Get some good rest.
Meet up with Kaveh tomorrow till after 8 the following day. Like, I'll hate them. He's a ticking time bomb if he really is Jesse. In that case, it takes a lot to keep Jesse chill. That is true, yeah. Excuse me. Alrighty, this way.
Skyward! Scatter!
I never would have guessed Mr. Alkami was a scammer.
The training center has been shut down, and the Matra have promised to return some of our tuition. But we've already spent so much time on this class. What should we do next?
Mr. Kaveh said we can keep working on our fundamentals and try
Yeah.
to get into the academia. Easier said than done. If it was easier to get into the academia, none of us would have signed up for the class in the first place.
Yeah.
Only the best of the best can get into the academia studying on their own. Mr. Kaveh might be willing to teach us.
Why? What reason does he have to stick around?
So, you're the only ones that showed up today, huh?
Huh? Kaveh's here!
He is.
Now, that's Mr. Kaveh to you. I'm here as your instructor, so let's keep things a little more proper. I'll keep instructing you.
He honestly did seem shocked this was not completely part of the plan when using that capsule in my POV. Something snapped temporarily? Yeah. Could be.
Oh, also, I'm usually pretty busy, so I'll only be able to teach architecture fundamentals on my days off. Another disclaimer. I can't promise that you'll all be able to understand everything I'm going to teach. Architecture is not an easy profession.
Yeah.
Aesthetics aside, even the
I'm gonna
basics
port
of safe
Ormos
design
music.
can already be a handful for most people. If you want to design safe buildings, you'll have to go through a systematic study of structural engineering. And just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial stuff you were learning before. It'll take both talent and perseverance to get through the course. I don't want to hear anyone say that
Like,
I
we know
didn't
gods
warn
don't
you.
truly die, they just, I'm sorry, yeah.
It seems some of you are really serious about this after all.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. No need to prepare much for today's.
Where are we
You'll know
going?
once we get there. Come on, let's get going. We'll be off once everyone's grabbed their pencils and sketch pads.
Where are we heading? Aww. You're gonna sketch the lighthouse like Kaveh did when he was younger.
Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, that's sweet. Field trip, let's go!
Scatter! Scatter!
Here we are. You see who's under the school, he stands a good chance? Yeah, I think so.
This lighthouse has been around for a long time, and I handled its renovations when I first graduated from the academia. The point of today is not so much about the lighthouse as a building, however. I just want you to take a look at it and do a bit of self-reflection. If you were tasked today with designing a building, how would you want it to look like? Don't think about how you'd actually go about building it for now. Just put your ideas to paper and draw the prettiest building that comes to your mind.
So, it can be, any kind of building?
Yep, as long as
Yeah.
you think it'd look good. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a building.
Got the right mindset and drive, yeah.
You can draw trees, the ocean.
What's the point of this one?
In my experience, it's best to approach the study of architecture from a point of personal interest, rather than for the sake of a career.
Yeah.
Both the study and practice of architectural design are extremely difficult. A person who's forced to work on projects that they don't resonate with will only struggle and suffer. So
True.
at least for today, I hope the students will be able to create something that they enjoy. There's no need to think about it too hard. They'll have plenty of time in the future to revisit the design and make changes. What do you think? Want to try your hand at it as well? Don't forget that this is a free class from Mr. Kaveh, the light of the Kasharawar. On a normal day, this would cost you 300,000 mora.
Oh. Oh my gosh, the Serenity pot. Look at Kaveh, he's like, what? Oh, that's adorable. Kaveh's like, what are you talking about? Kaveh probably thinks we're insane. He's like, you live in a pot? Kaveh needs to go inside to understand it's true, he does. He needs to visit the teapot. He needs to visit the teapot. Alright, let's get our achievements. 1, 2, 3, and we have one more Hangout event to go. Which we'll be doing soon, of course, but not today. Because I gotta go, because we've been streaming for 3 hours, so yeah. Teapot stream 1, I would love to do a teapot stream soon, that would be a lot of fun. But thank you everyone for hanging out and enjoying the stream. Hope you guys had a good time here. We'll be doing Kaya's Hangout event soon, that's the last one we have to do. We're almost caught up finally. And yeah, thank you all for hanging out. See you guys next time. Bye everyone.